What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Watchalong. Why? It's not as bright, the lights, as what I'd hope, unfortunately. So it might be in a bit of dark tonight, but yeah, apologies. I'm obviously just in a different setup. Obviously at house sitting for my sister for a couple of nights. So just a bit of a different setup. So hopefully it all comes well. I'll get to the chat in like 2 seconds. I'm just getting the scores up and ready to go for the watch along. Right, so why is that not popping up? We should have. It's not bloody popping up. Why is it saying that encoding overload? Okay, good. It's not encoding overload anymore, but for some reason it's not coming up with Google. Oh, because it's not. Why is it not selected the window? There we go. Okay, sorry. Apologies. That is why it wasn't showing up. So this, I don't like doing streams outside of my own house. I like doing it in my own house. We're about to get underway. Game's about to start, so keen to see how it goes. Stewart in the CBA, which is no surprise. Atkins on Dacos, which is what I expected as well. Okay, so well, Grind Myers holding the ball. Manor. And Manor kicks the first goal of the game. If there was anyone going to kick the first goal, it was going to be Sean Manor. So there you go. All right, let's put this. There you go. So Sean Manor, good start for those coaches that got him. Even Grind Myers, a good start for him with a tackle. Didn't realise as well, Ned Long playing his first game. So here we go. Okay, so the scores are up and we're all good to go. Apologies, it is a bit dark here. Actually, what I might do, I might put on one more light and see if that helps. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be back. I'm not going to... I'll just keep it like this, but give me a sec. Hang on. Don't know why it's still... Oh, actually, no, it seems a little bit better. Oh, wow, I just missed. Geelong kicked another goal. Must have been... Shannon Neal must have kicked it. There you go. Alrighty. Okay, let's catch up on some of this chat, shall we? Actually... Yeah, because I'd put my microphone in a bag, got a bit of bloody animal hair on it. There's Shan Neal at the back. There you go. Okay, apologies. Let's get to some of this chat, shall we, and catch up a bit on it. As I said, there you go, Tom Stewart tackle. It always is a bit different, as I said, when got to be in a different setup than normal. So Matt, hey Bales, need some help going Gawn to English and Sexy to more, but don't like that I'm missing Manor. Is it aggressive to trade Sexy to Manor and bank 510k for 2 upgrades next week? Yeah, well, and if Crew goes 80 plus, could we keep Gawn loopy score? I'd be trading Gawn regardless. When it comes to, well, obviously Manor, hopefully I wouldn't have gone. Like, I know that you didn't want to miss Manor, and I didn't want to miss Manor either. But at the end of the day, I'm doing those exact same trades. There you go. There's Neil again. Far out, Geelong. Quick start here. I'm doing those exact 2 trades, and I would have been happy doing that. I know you miss out on Manor, but at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to miss out on Manor because of all the carnage. So I'd have been happy with that, Matt. Matt Young, Meakin Moore or Cherry and Kennedy? I think it's Cherry and Kennedy for me, just because I think Kennedy's closer to a Dylan Moore, but I think that Cherry's better than Meek, so I'd be going Cherry and Kennedy there. But I don't mind Meek and Moore, and if you plan on trading Meek out soon anyway, then you could easily go that option. But yeah, I would be going the other two. Karen Chandler, I'm making these corned beef and cheese toasties as we speak. Hope they live up to the hype. It doesn't sound too bad, actually. Double dummy evening again. To VC Dagos or not to VC Dagos? That is a question. I wouldn't have gone VC Dagos just because I would have expected some attention from him. Apologies I didn't get to it before the chat. Who would you VC and see out of Goulden, Brayshaw, Merritt, and Curvis? VC Goulden into Merritt, I think, is probably the safest play. I don't mind Brayshaw. Brayshaw's three of his last four have been massive against Hawthorn. So if you want to go unique and want to gain ground, that could be what you look at doing. There. So there you go. Another clearance for Geelong. Atkins forward. And you probably guys will be able to hear dogs running around in the background, because obviously I'm in the main room because I'm the only one here. So you probably will hear dogs maybe running around every now and again. So apologies for that. Or might add a bit of character to the stream. You never know. Hang on. Give me a sec. Hold on. Hit my knee right on the different table. There you go. It's a bit brighter. Put on an extra light. Must have missed it. Far out. Bloody, all over the shop at the moment. They'd started barking. There's no one there. So I just sort of closed the door so they can't get through there. Anyway, let's get back to it, shall we? All right, so I just sort of refresh scores. I think Dacos is going to get tagged tonight and pretty heavily. So I wouldn't have VC'd him tonight. That's why he was a bit lower on my list. Of top 10. And there's Elliot Lipinski, goal for Collingwood. There you go. Collingwood get their first goal. Few goals. Good start. 4 goals in 4 minutes, which is nice. Matt, if I trade in Manor over getting more, we'll have 3 rookies on field. Yeah, and exactly. I wouldn't have done that either. So, yeah, I would have gone and just grabbed the premiums. Say's thoughts on my trades. Gone to Nank and Sexton to Moore. Looping Harrison and Dowling for Heaney. Gone to Nank, Sexton and Moore. Yep, tick it off. Yep, if you keen on Nank, I'd be ticking them off. And yeah, looping as well. And then VC, obviously, I was talking about before. I don't mind Brayshaw as well, says, as a VC. Corey Badge, hey, Bales, did you end up getting to my question? What question was that, Corey? Was that the one on Q? Was that on Q? Did you ask me one on there? Just let me know. Double dummy and we are live. Good. Raymond Shav, hoping Manor goes big again. Yep, I think a lot of people hoping he goes big as a looping for him. I miss Manor. Wanted to hear your response. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, because Corey asked about him before. Yeah, asked one on Q. Yeah, apologies, mate. It's literally been such a busy day. But I will get it to it tonight, though. But was it regarding Manor? Was that the question? I'll get to the question. I'll answer the question for you anyway in as much detail as possible. But apologies I didn't get to it beforehand. It's just I literally haven't even had a few seconds to myself. I literally, all I was able to do was had to get ready to head over here, get a heap of things sorted, and then just came here. So apologies, Corey. I'll get to that once the game's done for you. There's Stengel. Power Prawn Star, Mana, Moz. So, there you go. So we'll see if the Moz works, mate. Gareth Evans, hey, Bales, looking forward to the watch-along, trying to work out the ruck situation. Would you go English or Nank? I originally was a bit more bullish on Nank, but sort of the more I think about it, I would rather English. I feel like it's just safer, but then he's got the high ceiling as well, so, and probably because he's more unique. Sorry, I'm thinking Cherry English. With Nank, he's obviously more unique. I don't know. I haven't warmed as much to the Nank pick as other people. I'd probably rather go for an English instead, but I don't mind either. Both are solid options. So Jordan Training, Bales, what's for dinner? Well, because I'm house sitting, I'll probably go to a Porto, which is around the corner from where I'm staying. So I'll probably get a Porto tonight, which is good. Haven't had a Porto for a bit, so get some of that. I'll probably get what do I get? Chili cheese fries probably, and I normally get chili cheese fries. Then I normally get the chicken bowlers, like the chicken sort of popcorn chicken things they've got. And then I normally get it's like a barbecue chicken cheeseburger, which is quite nice. So I'll just get that. So looking forward to having that a bit later. Liam Rosenberg, getting McKercher and Manor this week for Sexton and Freya. Yep. Yeah, I like it. Yep. It's essentially getting, obviously, Manor. If he puts up a good score, it'll work out well. So, yep, don't mind it. Double Dumber, English over Nank. Yeah, I think I'm English over Nank. No, it was my team, as didn't know what to do with cash. Okay, Corey. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I'll have a look at that tonight, Corey, and I'll get to that in as much detail as possible. So, but yeah, I'll answer that for you tonight. But yeah, so anyway, so now I can sort of talk through what I did this week with trades and stuff. Obviously, with the game starting. Yeah, so my trades this week. So my original plan was I was going to go and get Cherry for Gawn, and then I was going to go Willpower up to Tom Stewart. But I couldn't get Tom Stewart because Sexton got dropped, which meant I had to go and get... Sexton up to Dylan Moore, which I don't mind. As long it's probably, for me this week, it's relying on Tom Stewart not going nuts and Willpower going okay, just going solid, and then hopefully English goes well. That's pretty much what I'm relying on. And to be honest, it probably almost works out better because I almost need the uniques to go better. So Willpower would prefer not to have, but I probably need English over Cherry, just because if I'm ever going to make up ground on the top 100, top 500, wherever I'm trying to get to, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it with Cherry. I've probably got to go a bit more unique to try and hope that Cherry pops some 90s, especially maybe this week against a Grundy, and English goes a 130 and gain points that way. But hey, we'll see what happens. I like both, Cherry and English, but yeah, obviously we've got to do what we've got to do. And I think, and it was pretty much coming down to, I could either go Matt Kennedy and Cherry, or I could go English and Moore. And I think English and Moore for me is much better. So I'd much rather, bloody Dacos missed Joe Richards then for a +6. I'm relying probably on Joe Richards to put up a good score tonight. That'd be good if he could do that. Because I'm losing between him and Dowling. It'd be nice to lock in a 70, 80 tonight. Not have to worry about it, but we'll see what happens. I don't mind playing Dowling against the Saints. I think Dowling will go quite well tomorrow night. Obviously, we're going to that game as well. There's Manor with a handball. It's a good kick as well. Oh, Rowan should have taken that mark. And Schultz got it. Oh, I just didn't quite get in there. Dangerfield, no, intercepted by Josh Dacott. No, now it's bopping around again. Manor, another handball, got a kick as well. So Manor's going okay to start the game. Boenda. Oh, here we go. Joe Richards. Oh, he'll probably pass it off. Go for goal. Just go for goal. Go for goal. You're in a good spot. Richards. Yes, beautiful. Good stuff. That's what we want. Richards, good stuff, mate. I like that. Good. But it would be good if I could lock in a good rookie score tonight. Because really, that's probably what I'm relying on. I need a good score from a rookie, from looping, to get back. Because I don't think a lot of people still got Joe Richard. A lot of people moved off of him. So hopefully if he puts up a solid score, I can take that. So Boenda got Fisher and Heaney, but 2 rookies on field still. Got 1 of 2 trades done with Mannett in to have a look at him and Humphries, so I can maybe hold both Fish and Heaney and upgrade another rookie. Thoughts? I think with both Fisher and Heaney, I probably would have traded Fisher, just because who knows when he comes back. Probably back next week, to be fair, but I would have kept Heaney knowing he's coming back next week. I would have traded Fisher to a forward personally, but hey, if you want to hold both and if you might get some good rookie scores from them, then you can always hold them. So that's the other guy actually I'm looking at tonight, is if Lawson Humphries was somehow that's a high tackle, should have been against you. I don't know if they paid it. If Lawson Humphries can put up a good score, there you go, Hoskin Elliott. There you go. So it's now scores level again. So good start for Geelong, but they're back. Collingwood. I'm looping Humphries tonight. If he puts up an 80 plus, I'd probably take that over Willpower and be able to bench Willpower and not have to worry about it. But we'll see how we go. Double dummy. I like that. Are you talking about my trades, double dummy? Because if you are, then hopefully that's good. Corey Boge. I came 19th last week. Bars for Captain Challenge. Had Blakey and Sarong, only who went bad. Oh, good stuff, mate. Well done. Good goal. Richards my loop tonight. Sadly scraping the barrel a bit. Dog hair. Far out. Double down. I don't mind Richards as a loop. I'm hoping he can go well. MCG feels like it would suit a guy like him. Wide open spaces, quick play, gets over some +6s and whatever, so hopefully. Moonboy, g'day fellas. Friday night footy. Yep, looking forward to it, mate. Hopefully for me, my own team, I'm hoping that one of Lawson Humphries, hopefully Lawson Humphries and Joe Richards can both put up good scores. Joe Richards the one being more important because it's him or Dowling looping for me. So, was talking about Boak's post because they can still trade Fisher if they need a score. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, sorry. If they didn't trade both Humphries and Manor in this week and they only got one, then yeah, I like that because then you can keep both if they put up good scores. So I went Dunkley, Whitfield, Goulden, Caldwell and Neil for captain's top 5. Yeah, I've actually got to update mine because I put Whitfield down a couple of spots just because I've heard about the weather. I wouldn't have him at number 2 anymore with the weather. But yeah, Dunkley, Whitfield, Goulden, Caldwell, Neil. So yeah, mine is Dunkley, Goulden, Goulden. Did I have Merritt at 3? Oh, no. Tom Green 3, Merritt 4, and then Whitfield 5. That was my order. I just feel with the wet weather, Tom Green will be able to benefit in wet weather still. Jordan Tran, thoughts on Jackson if can't get sexy up to more? Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, it's a 1 week play, but you're going to want to get rid of him next week. So, know that it is, and his grind Myers hits the post. Just know you probably got to trade off of him in a week or 2. I would prefer someone like a Kennedy or even potentially a Simpkin. I'd prefer those guys just because you know they're better longer term in terms of role. But if you're keen on Jackson and you know he's only going to be a 1 week play for you, then you could definitely go there. Here's Jai Clark. Low kick to the 50. It's kept in and behind. Clay Smith, Dacos VC tonight. Hope he can outrun Atkins all night. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully he can. I did have a feeling he was going to get tagged tonight, so that was the only thing that worried me in terms of with him as a VC. But at the end of the day, VC's a VC, right? You got to pick someone, and you try and go someone that has got a ceiling. So I think he'll be a popular VC tonight as well, Dacos. A lot of people like doing VCs early in the round, especially on a Friday night. So yeah, there'll be a lot of people with you. I'm sure if I look, I'll have a quick look now. I'll have a look at. Actually, I'll look now. Because I'm sure if you looked at the most popular VCs and see Dacos would be right up there. Where's Richards? Give it to Richards. Give it to Richards. Richards for a second. Richards for a second. He's missed it. Damn it, that would have been handy. Let's have a quick look. We'll go VCs and Cs. Yeah, Dacos is 12% VC. So, and that's quite high, especially because Bont is always 18%. So he's always really high. And like Goulden 6%, Merritt, Marshall 5% each. Yeah, so Dacos is VC'd by a lot of people. So, yeah. I went Stewart. Should I have gone Rivers? No, I would have gone Stewart over Rivers. I know Stewart hasn't started amazing, but I still like Stewart in this role. Stewart was quiet in the first half last week, but still went big after that. So, I still think he's fine. It's been low. Like, Manners obviously started pretty well, but De Koning's obviously going okay as well. Holmes is going well enough to start. Like, it's obviously only halfway through the quarter, right? So, like, I could easily see Stewart getting a few +6s and getting up to 20, 24 points by quarter time. So, I still like Stewart as a pick. Clay Smith, it's hard trying to do loops on a Saturday when you play footy during the day, miss so many games. And Clay, that's probably a reason as well why you went the VC on Dacos, because you probably couldn't do a VC on the Saturday. So, turned it over. Collingwood did in the D50. Kicked it straight to side bottom. So after a few early goals, we haven't had too many goals. We only had a couple of goals since then. So it was a quick start, but a bit quieter since. So there you go. So Atkins still sticking to Dacos, pretty much wherever he goes. But Clay, that's again why a lot of people want a Saturday lockout, right? They want there's Dacos, kick into the middle, great kick, brilliant kick. And he's Hoskin. They were going. I don't know if they're going for Richards, but Richards was free. That was annoying. But that's why I probably wouldn't mind a Saturday first game lockout, because hang on, is he going to Richards now? Or is that no? It's Josh Dacos. How can Josh Dacos be free in the 50? But yeah, like it's fair for everyone, I guess, if it's a lockout on the first game on the Saturday, because then people can all have a VC on the Friday. It's essentially like a run, like, if anything happens on the Saturday, you got time to fix it up if it happens early Saturday. But a lot of people got footy, work, other sporting commitments, family commitments, and they don't have time to check every game for late change and stuff. And people like me that aren't normally too busy can change. It sort of, doesn't quite, it sort of works against them in a way. So, Corey Blackledge, I went Caldwell VC into C Dunkley this week for me. Yep, don't mind it. Power wants our time on your stream bars. Okay, so I got 7, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Okay, so that's where I'm at now. So I've got 7 minutes, 12 to go in the first quarter. So if you guys wanted to... There, Kruger, Mark. So Kruger lining up for goal. Can't believe that was paid a mark. Can't remember which one it was. Double dummy, which one you're talking about. Crisp needs to lift, says Matt Young. Crispy's been a bit quiet. Start the game. Yacht Rocky, Eating Bars, love your work. Wood or Kennedy? Thanks, mate. Appreciate the support there. Wood or Kennedy? You know what? I like Wood. I do like Wood as a pod. He's averaging over 90, removing the injured game. But in saying that, I still think I would just side to Kennedy, just because with King out for the rest of the year and with Caminiti injured for a little bit, Wood's probably going to be relied upon a little bit more to play more forward than wing. So I think I'd go Kennedy. But I do like Wood, though. He was one that obviously got DPP this week that might go quite well. So there's Lawson Humphreys. That's the first time I've actually seen him. Is he a left footer? Because I haven't actually watched long since he's been in the team. Is he a left footer? There you go. I didn't actually know that. Clay Smith, do you have Manor Stewart or a VC tonight? I don't have Manor. I obviously wanted to get Manor if I didn't have as many issues. But obviously then Carnage hit as well. I don't have Stewart. I couldn't get Stewart because of the Sexton out. I was going to get him. There's Humphreys again with a kick. Good kick as well. So I couldn't get him. And then VC, don't have a VC tonight. I've got my VC on Goulden tomorrow in the first game. So there's Holmes. Good kick. Oh, Dempsey dropped it. Probably should have taken the mark. There you go. But yeah, so I've only got Dacos tonight. Obviously, looping Richards and Lawson Humphries on the bench. Lawson Humphries is just looping with Will Powell. So if Humphries can put up an 80, I'd be pretty happy with that, and I'd take that score. If what would I take from Richards? I'm probably looking for a 70, because if he doesn't get a 70, I feel like Dowling could just go 60 odd anyway. So I'd probably just look for something like that, to be fair. Guy Harrison as loop, says Harry Thomas. Yep, hopefully goes well. He's got a couple of possessions early, so Manners obviously been the one that started well, obviously up to 26. There's Dacos, dropped it, but got a kick away in the end. Towards Richards, though. Richards with a tackle on Humphries. And Richards another tackle. So double tackle for Richards, that's nice. He started well, Richards. Still got 5 minutes to go as well. Geez, I'll tell you what, if he'd go get 100 in this game, that would set my week off with a really good start. It'd probably make the Will Powell thing okay. Oh, here's Richards again. Kick. Good kick as well. Hits up Elliott. Good for Richards. Good, mate. Could give the handball to Richards there, Crisp. But Crisp +6 to Kruger. That rush behind. But no, good start for Richards. He's going to get a couple of tackles there. Yeah, up to 26 now. So got the 2 tackles and then got a kick there as well. So we'll definitely take that. Hang on. Yeah, you got the kick added. Yeah, cool. But now he's on the same as Manor. So it's essentially like I've got Manor. So Stewart's actually back in defence at the moment. Got the +6 there. Interesting if he's going to be in defence or not. He might even get a +6 back. Oh, no, Tui kicks the Henry. But he might even get a few +6s here, Stewart, and then all of a sudden he's back up to an okay score. Yeah, there you go. See, Stewart's going to get another +6. So 2 +6s in a row for Stewart. So Power Prawn Star, mate, I'm not too worried about Stewart. He'll be fine. There's Holmes out wide to Duncan. And Collingwood's a good matchup as well, even if Stewart does go into defence. So literally whatever role he was playing tonight was going to be good for Stewart. And they've got a good run home, which I like. They've got some good fixtures to come. And Blitzarves is free. I don't know why Richards had to be on Blitzarves, but yeah. Thanks, Bales and Double Dummy. Oh, good, mate. Happy to help. Burke Bender. I don't even know how... It's an interesting username, mate. I don't know how to say it, but apologies if I got it wrong. So there you go. So Stewart jumped up to 20. Funny, he jumped up to 20 points. His first 2 touches of the game. He only had 2 tackles before that, but 2 +6s. So that's what I mean. Like he's a guy that might be quiet for a bit, but he can just get a few disposals in quick succession, and go okay. So there you go. Match fact. The last game that Jack Chris missed was 10 years ago. There you go. Well, he's obviously trying to go for the record. Was it Jim Steins that set the record for most games played in succession? Obviously, Crispy's been great. Durability is definitely not in question. People are probably sort of thinking now, sort of when is he going to get injured, because it's sort of a matter of almost not if but when, just because all players get injured at some point. Hopefully not. You don't want obviously injuries to happen to anyone, and be a pretty cool story if he end up getting the record. There you go. Atkins following Dacos everywhere. Kruger, +6. There's Dacos with a handball. Might get it back here. No. Going towards... Geez, Elliott had a lot of space in the 50 alone. It's 2 minutes 20 to go in the quarter. He's looking for options, but no, he can go distance from here. Need Jeremy Cameron to lift him in Supercoach, says Corey. Yeah, my Supercoach is cooked. I had Sexton this week out. I've got Heaney out. I've got Gorn out. I've got Fisher out because I held him. So I'm actually probably going to have a donut in Supercoach, which is funny. So I went Sexton out to Caldwell. Then I just did a rookie downgrade. So I couldn't get up. So I probably could have just not worried about Humphries, but oh well, Supercoach I'm not sort of like not taking it too seriously, just sort of do it on the side in a way. Stuart was on my never again list, but now he's in. Feels dirty, says Power Prawn Star. I think in this role, he's going to be good. Like, he's going to be hard to tag him now because he's just going to go from midfield to defence. Wherever he gets tagged, he's just going to go wherever Geelong need him and wherever he can add the most impact. So I think he could be a top 6 from here. So that was why I was so keen to get him in this week. But with Sexton out, I couldn't. So that's why I was worried that I don't want Stuart going too big against me tonight, because with Sexton out, it's meant I've had to sort of pivot away. But hopefully, hopefully he goes and gets a solid enough score where I'll look at it and go, okay, I didn't miss too much. Elliott, what a goal. Good goal from Elliott. And Collingwood are in front now. Well, they were in front already, but now 7-point lead, 4-5 to 3-4. So, no worries, I'm Dutch. Oh, fair enough. How do you properly pronounce it, mate? How is it? Maybe put it in the chat. How do you actually properly say it, mate? Are you watching from Netherlands as well, or are you in Australia and you're like Australian but family's heritage Dutch? Let us know, mate. And if anyone else is watching outside of Australia, or even people watching now, just put in the chat where you guys are watching from. Be interesting to see if most people are from Australia and what sort of states you're from, or if anyone's watching internationally. I know someone commented saying they were from France or whatever and watching it, so that's obviously quite good. Interesting hearing people from different places. So there you go. So Stuart was in the CBA then. So Liam is from Adelaide. Rad's from Adelaide. So good. Got a couple of people from Adelaide there, which is good. I don't know. So WA for Yacht Rocky. Watching from Melbourne, says Corey. Dacos +6. Yeah, Stuart's on the bench again. So Stuart's been on the bench, I think, twice in this game, I reckon. Watching from Perth. Met some cool Dutch people over the years. Yep, the Moon Boy. I know you're from Perth, mate. I don't know if Richards is on the bench or not. Bad handball from Elliott there. Missed it. 28 seconds to go in the quarter anyway. So Harry Thomas is from Adelaide. Anthony Beresford, I know, is from WA. Obviously met Anthony at the live show, mate. So good to catch up with you there. Yeah, Joe Richards on the bench. He's been on the bench for a couple of minutes. Double dummy for draft. Thoughts on Jesse Hogan versus the Tigers this week? Oh, yeah. Big fan of that this week. I've actually got him in a draft league as well. So obviously if the weather is a bit wet, which is what it sounds like it could be, that's the only concern. But I think he'll still go okay. Kick a few goals. There's Dempsey. And that will probably be about it. I didn't actually refresh the scores for a couple minutes. But oh, no. Oh, no. He's turned it over. Right in front of goal as well. Markov, that's a bad turnover. Far out. So Close can put it back to 1 point at quarter time. That's a bad turnover. Oh, and he's missed it. Okay, so it didn't actually cost them too much. Luckily for Markov there. Yacht Rocky, Perth is AFL Fantasy capital of the world. I don't know anyone who's ever played Supercoach. Oh, yeah, exactly. Perth is the fantasy capital of Australia, mate. 100%. Apple Isle snow forecast. What's Apple Isle? I'm not sure. Moonboy Crispy Full. Oh, was it Crisp that turned it over? Tisha Sherwood, hello. How you going, Tisha? Hope you're going well. All right, let's have a look at these scores at quarter time. So Shannon Neal's got off to a good start. He's on 40 points. Max Holmes off to a good start as well on 32. Dacos, funny enough, was getting tagged but still had 11 disposals, so he's on 31. So good start for Dacos. Only one mark, no tackles though. DeGoey 29. Zach Tui 26. I've got him in draft on my bench, looping him tonight. Richards 26. Obviously, I'm very happy with that start from him. Only 61% time on ground, which is interesting. But hopefully he can put up a good score for me tonight to take that. But at the end of the day, 26 points from a rookie in the first quarters, you're definitely taking that. And same with Manor as well, 26. Low game time, same with Richards, but you're definitely taking that in the first quarter. Duncan 24, got him in draft as well. DeConing 23, solid start. Wow, Darcy Cameron had 18. I didn't even realise that. Only 2 touch, but he's had 18 hitouts. So Neil's had 3, DeConey's had 3. Bo's 22. Stewart's on 20, just the 2 disposals. Low game time. But at the end of the day, 20's not too bad. Myers on 19. Atkins I've also got in draft on 18. Lipinski 17. Kruger 17, so that's okay. Harvey Harrison 15. Clark 15. Dempsey 14. Lawson Humphrey's only on the 9, so he's only had those 2 touches that in like very, very quickly. Chris been quiet, only the 9 points. Jeremy Cameron also has been quiet as well with just the 1 tackle and no touches in the first quarter. So all in all, most people have got players going okay to start the game. Obviously, as a Richards looper for Heaney, good start for him. So fingers crossed he can put up, well, obviously at this point, if he can go 70, 80, 90, that'd be fantastic. But I'd take a 70. If Richards can get 70 plus, I'll be stoked. Double dumb exactly. I'd be very happy to lock in a 70 plus from tonight. So obviously he's got to keep it going because he could easily just go quiet from here on in and only get a 50. But obviously from now, hopefully he goes okay. So Karen's from Tassie. Yep, cool. Moonboy, my mate plays Supercoach. I think it's astrology for men. Bol, since when was Sean Manor this good? Oh, he's a good footballer. He won the didn't he win the VFL Best Player in the grand final last year or something? He's a good player. And a lot of us were looking at starting him in our teams, but when he was sort of sub and out of the team, people didn't jump on him. But I had the decision last week getting Humphreys or Manor last week. And I would have preferred Manor last week, but at the end of the day, Humphreys, I can actually loop in my defence. And not looking great at the moment for Humphreys, and I'll be playing Power, but I expected to play Will Power this week anyway. Moonboy, I don't think Chris turned it over. He's a fool for not scoring for fantasy points. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I thought it was Markov. Boik Buenda, not watching for Nellens, mate. Spent last year in South Australia. Obviously fell in love with footy and now in a comp with my Aussie mates. Yeah, cool. Oh, no. Okay, so no, you're watching from Netherlands. Okay, cool. Yeah, good. Good to have some people internationally tuning in, which is good. Yeah, hopefully we can reach an audience, mate. Fantasy Fanatics going international, mate. But yeah, cool. No, it's good. Yeah, footy's great. I know people in America that watched it during COVID loved it, getting into it. People that watch it in England have been a fan of it. I don't know if it'll ever be this sport that will become very popular outside of Australia, but I know a few people don't mind it outside. So, Boat Bender, wouldn't be anywhere without your content, mate. Highly appreciated. Fighting for top 8 in my comp next year. I'll be much better now. I understand the game and how to play it. Thanks, mate. Appreciate the kind words there. Hopefully you can finish. Hopefully you can finish top 8, and hopefully you can win the grand final. Because obviously, if you're in the top 8, you got every chance. There's no home ground advantage or anything like that. Steve, how's Stuart going, Bales? I thought you got him this week. Yeah, Steve, I wanted to get him. He was in my team, but then when Sexton got dropped, I couldn't get him in because it was Powell out for Stuart. So trades, I went to English because then I got up to Dylan Moore. So because it was Cherry and Stuart coming in, and then I could have gone Cherry and Kennedy, but I thought no, I'll go English and Moore. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing this week. Moonboy downgraded Richards to Manor after holding him through his injury. Gave me a sub and a 30, so he's got the axe. Sorry, not sorry. Oh yeah, that's fair enough as well. And I probably would have got rid of him in an ideal world if I had Tom Stewart instead of Will Power and Gordon didn't get injured. I just had Sexton. I probably would have downgraded Richards, gone Sexton to Moore, and then I would have banked cash for next week and gone down to Manor and looped him. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So hopefully Richards can go okay. He's obviously started well, which is good. Doesn't look like there's been many late updates. Seems that everyone's still on the same. But yeah, obviously from here with Richards, I'd if he'd get a 70 plus, that'd be fantastic. So lock that in and not have to worry about the rookie. Because then it means I can actually keep... Because at the moment, I've got Dowling on my mid-bench. But then I've got no cover if I have to play him on field in the midfield. So it wouldn't be too bad if I had Dowling as cover in the mids. And I think Richmond play after. So if Dowling popped 100, I could always bench someone. So... but yeah, so we're about to start the second quarter anyway. Actually, I'm going to go get a drink. The good thing is, because I'm out the main room, I don't actually have to put it up on the waiting. So give me a second, we're back. I've just got to get a drink. And we're back. And the game started. Doing a review. See if it's touched or not. Actually, I was just going to see on my team if obviously Dacos there, obviously Richards looping. Have I dropped rank? 890. I think I have slightly, but not too much. Let's have a look. Where was I ranked? 845. Yeah, so I've dropped 45 spots this game. So obviously most people around, or a few people around me have got an extra player. Obviously Stuart would be a popular sort of player that people have got. You can probably hear like little, or I can hear it anyway. Can anyone hear tapping in the background? Like it sounds like a dog walking around, because that's what I can hear. Marksy, K-Lou, what's the score? So you got both on 4-5. 4 goals, 5, 29 apiece. So all square at the moment. There you go, Tom Stewart, CB8. Decoding free kick against Cameron. Mitch looking like he went Goulden into Merritt, says Corey. Yeah, and based on his big boys, that's what he'd be doing. Yeah, and I'm Goulden into Dunkley. Hopefully, obviously, the hope is the VC just gets it done straight up instead of the captain. So I'd much rather Goulden go big. I feel like, again, Goulden I think is due a big score. Obviously, last two haven't been huge. Dacos kick. It's actually worked out well because it's actually gone too short. So he's gained like 40-odd metres, 45 metres. Worked out really well for Dacos. And he gets... so pronouncing Boca, Boo... Bunda. Oh, Boca Bunda. Is that correct? Boca Bunda? Hope I've got that correct. Oh, Dangerfield, that's probably a high free kick on Cameron. Yep. Cameron should go. There you go. He gave the handball. I don't know if Rich is on the bench again. There's Dacos again. Dacos getting a lot of disposals. No, Rich is on the field. Kruger dropped it. Give it to Richards, Schultz. Seriously, why didn't you give it to Richards for? Richards was standing right there for an easy handball, and it's a free kick against Collingwood, against Kruger, for a high or something around the back. What's a CBA? It's a CBA, that's a centre bounce attendance. So that's obviously with the players that are step, like obviously when the umpire throws the ball up or bounces the ball, it's the people that are in the midfield. So centre bounce attendance is when someone says, oh, so they're in the CBA, or that means that they're in at the midfield. Or if we say they had 20 CBAs for the game, it means they were in there for 20 times during the game, when it was in the very middle of the ground. So that's what that means. Oh, bad bounce for Quainer then. All right, Cameron. So if anyone's... Well, Corey, I know you got Cameron in Supercoach. Obviously, better start with a goal and a handball there for him. Okay. Got it right. So, Boca Bunda. Hopefully, I'll get that right for the rest of the game. Oh, going it towards... Oh, no. Oh! No, Richards almost got a tackle. Not quite, though. Two getting round. And tackle for Cameron. So, yep, Cameron getting a little bit more involved now. I haven't actually said it yet. If you guys are enjoying the content, obviously, make sure you smash a like on the stream. Very much appreciate it. Obviously, does help out a lot. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to there's Manor Handball. Oh, no, hang on. That Manor Handball won't count. So free to Dacos for holding. So Dacos going well now. After a tough start, not touching much of it. He's getting involved a lot now. And creating a bit of havoc. Do they maybe have to change the matchup? That might be what they got to do. Or College Jazzy, that's dangerous, taking on all these players. Stewart. Schultz cop one in the bread basket, I reckon. Boyka Bender, yes, thanks. Okay. Boyka Boonda, yeah, it's there. Okay, cool. I just got to now get it in my head and now remember to keep saying and get it correct. Dacos again. Oh, that's going to be holding the ball. It's a good tackle. Got to reward that tackle. Yeah, unfortunately for Dacos. Oh, hang on. Did Dacos do his hammy? Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. Oh, this could be a big story unfolding here. Mana kick, so makes up that handball. So Dacos was holding his hamstring. And there's Cameron. Is that a goal? Jesus, carnage everywhere. So yeah, Cameron's kicked the goal. Neil's on the ground because he copped one, I think, in the neck. And I don't know. Yeah, he copped one. He's a bit sore at the moment, Neil. Must have caught one right in the Adam's apple. Yeah, people saying Dave's hammy. Karen Chandler, the Netherlands make the yummiest jelly babies. I reckon it could be a corky for Dacos, says Owen Campbell. Yeah, I think it's a corky as well, but he was holding it. Let's have a look. So he's gone there. Yeah, so he's copped, so he's copped the knee from close in his hamstring. So corky. That's not good, though. Corky in the hamstrings is not good. Cameron, 40-point Supercoach quarter so far. Well, there you go. Corey, obviously a couple of goals obviously helps that. But yeah, hopefully Dacos is okay. Stewart handball. And that'll be another ball up. Yeah, hopefully he's okay. It did look like a hamstring though, like straight away holding. I was like, oh shit, here we go. That could be a bloody big thing happening, but no, all good. Hopefully he's all good anyway. He looks to be fine. He was grabbing a tiny bit, but he seems to be okay. It wasn't like there's Manor another kick. It didn't seem to be like a extremely bad corky that you sometimes see. It was just like a little bit of a knee, almost, and not too bad. So hopefully he's not, but he seems to be okay running at the moment. Josh Dacos missed Joe Richards again. Kicked it straight over his head. Dacos moving okay. Yeah, double dummy, I think he is at the moment. Hey, buddy. Got a little dog walking around here. You probably hear him, so it was always going to happen. I knew they weren't going to settle for 4 quarters of footy. There's Dacos handball. There's Joe Richards. Richards is at this contest. Don't know if he'll get it though. Oh, he might get it. He might get it here. Might get that. Oh, if Elliott can get it. Go Richards. Nah, free kick to Elliott. Josh Dacos is free for a short kick. I was hoping that the player would go to him and then Richards would be free, but he didn't. Go Richards, get a tackle. Well done. Beautiful Richards. Good stuff. Tackle for Richards. Good, he's up to 30 now. Just got to keep moving. So Dacos still trying to get that sort of work out of that corky there. Be interesting to see if it gets worse as the game goes on. Obviously, it's going to be the thing that's going to be funny with the corky is what's going to happen at. Richards not quite. It's interesting to see what happens at half time when he's got to sit down for 20 minutes or whatever. Maybe does he just not sit down and just got to keep it moving? Oh, he tried to fend there. Okay, no, nothing there. I thought Pendles might have got pinged there. He tried to fend off someone. Normally that's the prior opportunity. Oh, Dacos close to getting a free there for holding. Another ball up. Dacos seems okay. It's almost just like it's there, like he feels it, but it's not too bad. Richards again. Was it advantage? Richards, yes! Beautiful, Joe Richards, mate. Far out, this is good. Good stuff. Joe Richards up to 39 now. He got credit with that tackle. He's got the goal. Dacos obviously top scoring now, but Richards is one of the top scorers on the ground, 39. Beautiful. Keep going, mate. This is what we want. I don't think he's highly owned. So if he can go out and get a good score here, that could be quite important. Yeah, there you go. The close knee into the hammy. Let's just have a quick look actually just on Mirror's Magic. Actually, no, I'm not going to look at it yet. I don't want to jinx it. I was going to look and see what Richard's ownership was in the top 1,000 and everything, but I don't want to look at it. Don't want to jinx it just yet. I'll have a look at the ownership after. It wouldn't be much more than 20-30%, if it might even be less. There's Dacos holding again. Dacos creating a lot of, and funny enough, it's the scores are 35 apiece, and Dacos got the ball. He's causing trouble for them at the moment. And Josh Dacos is that on the full? Yeah, on the full. Humphries will get the free kick here. Humphries free kick. No, he kicks with his right foot then. So is he right foot or left footed? They're going to go back to Humphries they go short to Duncan. Manor and Richards on the exact same score is hilarious. Trader one to the other, of course. Yeah, exactly. Well, me having Richards obviously is good. There's Humphries again, +6. He's kicked with his right foot, so he must be pretty decent on both feet then. He could get it back here from Dangerfield. Jai Clark. There's Humphries there. Richards tackle. Beautiful. I think that means that, Richards is probably the second top scorer for the game now. Yeah, there you go. I've got the two. That if there's ever anything that is good, it's having the two top scorers in the game and one of them being unique. Hopefully Richards keeps going. Obviously, it's good that he started well. Hopefully he keeps going well. He seems to not have a man at most times. He's got the speed to get at the back. So, good start for him. Atkins doesn't know how to tag Dacos, says Owen Campbell. Yeah, he's not doing too good a job at the moment. Like Dacos has had 17 disposals. We still got 12 and a half minutes to go. There's Humphries with another +6. So Humphries and see left foot again. So he must just be really good on both feet. So Collar Jasny, that's to Holmes, +6. Humphries could get himself to a good score as well somehow. That'd be really handy. That'll be a free kick against Richards. He didn't need to do it. Really didn't. Really frustrating there. All these points that Richards gets are really important, so I don't want any minuses there. Any last trips to Optus or next year, Bales? Probably looking at next year, I think. Because I'm going to America in October anyway, so probably just saving as much money as possible from now. Obviously, I know I've got a friend to stay with in Perth. If he's ever free, I can always see if I can always stay with him. But yeah, I just felt the extra few $100 that for the flight, it'd be better, I think, just to save that money. There's Humphries handball. Humphries had a good quarter so far. Had a few +6s, getting a few disposals. I just feel like saving the extra little bit of money for America is probably better. I'd get more out of it, I think. So yeah, probably next year, looking at their Moon Boy. But obviously, as everyone knows, love going to Perth. So I'll be back there next year, that's for sure. I'd try and go at least once a year. Chris going bad, says Corey. Yeah, not a good start for Chris. He's been pretty quiet. Moon Boy, Chris just played himself out of my team. I've got him in Bolter, so he'll obviously probably be gone for me if he doesn't lift. What's the plan in the US? Meet up with all the people that I did my semester exchange with when I was there at the end of 2022. catch up with all those people, all my mates over there. Obviously, one of my mates came over to Australia in February, which is why I was in Perth and went everywhere. Stay with like him for a bit, go to New York, which I didn't get to do last time. So I get to go to New York and do a few of those, go to a few places I didn't actually get to go to. It's like New York, Boston, Philadelphia, where else? Probably go to LA again. Hopefully it's not raining like it was last time I was there. Stuff like that. So, what do we got here? Nick. G'day, Nick. Hope you're going well, mate. Do you think Sexton plays? I'm wanting to take Richard's score by the looks of it. Have you got, Nick, you've got Heaney though, don't you? If you've got Heaney, I'd just keep Heaney, Nick. And you can loot Richards if he keeps going well. I don't think Sexton play got dropped for a reason, but obviously there is obviously a small chance he did come back into the team if there was a late change. That's awesome. Bale says, Moon Boy, thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, it'd be good to actually go. I'm going there for 6 weeks, going there like just for Halloween. So I get Halloween, I get to do Thanksgiving for the first time, so I get to see what that's all about. And last time even there when I was there for Halloween, it was on a Monday night, Halloween. It was raining, and I had a class from 7:20 to 10 o'clock at night, so I didn't actually get to experience Halloween properly either, which is a bit annoying. It would have been good. That's what I was looking forward to. But yeah, then you do Thanksgiving, come back in like the like December 9 or something, get back like the 11th of December. So get back about a couple of weeks before Christmas, which is good. So and yeah, because obviously it'd be a busy time with flights and stuff over there around the Christmas time. So probably good to get out of there just before the Christmas holidays. All good bump by Humphreys then, and Humphreys tackle and got the handball out as well. Stewart kick. Humphreys is working his way to a bit better score. I don't know what he'd be on now. Humphreys he's up to 29. It's not too bad. If he could get his way to 40 points at half time, that'd be really handy. I'll tell you what, if I could look, if Richards and Humphreys put up 80s tonight, and I could bring both of those guys on and not have to worry about the likes of Powell and stuff, that'd be really, really helpful. Not have to worry about my problem players or not. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Is a +6 a mark and a kick? Yes, it is. Yep. +6 is a mark and a kick. I'm going to the US in November, says Corey. Oh, there you go, mate. Well, I'll be over there. So, mate, let me know. Whereabouts you heading? Never know, mate. If I meet you, I might be able to actually meet you over there. Karen Chandler, might be hectic in US close to their election. Yeah, it's a good point as well. Yeah, their election's around that time. Can't even remember when the US election is, to be honest. Nick, no, Trader Heaney, have Dowling on field, though, so would want to take him off if I can. Sounds like I need a hold in case Sexton doesn't play. Yeah, probably. You could probably still do it, because if Sexton plays, then you just play him on field. But you could hold Sexton and take Richards. I'm just trying to think. Can you edit trade, Nick, and trade Sexton just instead of Heaney, and just do a rookie down, and then just go Sexton to someone? That's probably what I would do. Mana can just be F6 now, to be honest, says Moon Boy. Yeah, he's gone all right. Liam Roseberg, Trump, Biden, or neither? Neither for me. I was saying to my mate on the phone last night, obviously American mate, I was saying it's funny that America's such a big country, but they're sort of the two best that they've got. Is why I sort of laugh a bit at it. Ryan Myers, free kick, lining up for goal. US election always first Tuesday in November. Okay, yeah. Well, at least I don't have to fly back around that time, which would be good. So, but yeah, obviously I'm staying in around the Virginia area. Obviously it's near DC, so it'll be very busy around there. Are you doing content for the women's fantasy this year, mate? Says Gareth Evans. Yeah, we'll be. Yep. Still doing the content on here. Probably, I don't know if I'll do watch-alongs and stuff, but it'll be like, I'll do like, I don't know if the stats will be for like most trade in and out and stuff, but I'll do like I'll do like a probably a review. Instead of doing a team review, I'll probably just do a review sort of live stream thing. And then I'll do like the pre-lockout chat like we normally do at this stage. That's the plan anyway, but I'll let everyone know closer to the season if we are going ahead with that. Double Dome, if you remember the film Brewster's Millions, vote none of the above. Yeah, I think I'd be, if I was voting, I'd be doing none of the above as well. Holmes up to is a top scorer now as well. Dacos, the boat Dacos is going okay as well. So Brian Myers up to 45 as well. So Mitch would be happy. Good start for Brian. Stewart up to 31 as well. Just looking at Humphreys. Humphreys 29. Kruger and Harrison are both on 20. So obviously they're not going too good at the moment. If you've got them looped, which a few people do, you'd probably be wanting them to lift a bit now. I guess, here we go. No, I thought Close might have got at the back there. Obviously, the only thing that makes me nervous with Richards is obviously he has kicked 2 goals for this score, so I'm hoping he just can keep it up. A preseason AFLW guy would be good. I haven't played before. It's the exact same as men's fantasy. Obviously, the only difference being is that there's potentially there is going to be like midweek games and stuff like that. So that's obviously the one thing to be noting. I don't know how it's going to work. Obviously, that'll come out just for the season. We'll know what's happening. Josh is sneaky good in drafts, says Double Dummy. Yeah, he is. Yep, he is. Nice, looking forward to it, and I rely on you, and Liam, says Gareth Evans. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Looking forward to the upcoming season. Again, there's Josh Dacos tackle. I don't know any of the players lost this Moon Boy. Oh, you'll be able to learn quick, mate, if you do it. Yeah, so Richards on the bench, comes for a rest. Hopefully comes back on with 3 minutes to go. But yeah, I think he'll probably be on 40 at half time. I need him probably to keep going a little bit more. But hey, 40 at half time is still great, right? Like there's still a chance that he puts up a 70 or an 80 and I take it, right? At the moment, it's looking like he's going to put up a score that I can take. Someone having a Dacos. Josh Dacos. So Nick Dacos just off the ball was just on his haunches then. I don't know if he copped something. Oh, bad turnover. Kicked it straight to Holmes as well. Holmes is having a good quarter. Humphreys should get the kick here. Stewart +6. Humphreys +6. Humphreys getting his way to an okay score as well. He'll be up to 35 shortly, and he's going back to Stewart. So Stewart has got 24 of his points have been just from back-to-back +6s in the first and now second quarter. So he's been quiet, but he's getting his way. There's Crispy, and Crispy's lining up for goal. So if anyone's got Crisp, they'll be happy. I think Stewart's now approaching 50. Yeah, up to 43 now. Which is a shame, as I wanted Stewart this week. But I knew he's going to go well against Collingwood. So 43 is up to now. Corey Badge, I'm going to go close to a hat this year where was 136. Did stupid moves at the end, trade out popular players at the end. It was in the top 100 for whole season, lost in the last game. Yeah, no, Corey, sorry about that, mate. Yeah, I know you're having a good year last year. Just didn't quite work out at the end. So hopefully it goes well this year. Hopefully I can get a hat as well, mate. I was looking like potentially getting one, but then just again a few 50-50 calls just didn't go my way. So hopefully they go my way this year. Moonboy might start Holmes next year. The consistency is a good sign. If he lifts the ceiling, he'll be elite, says Moonboy. Yeah, it's a good point. If he can lift that ceiling, he'll be a very, very good pick. He's obviously on the 56th at the moment. So he started nicely. Most players that most people have got are going well. So if anyone's doing Richards, it's good. Mannor's going well. Stewart's going well. Myers is going well. Nick Dacos is going well. Max Holmes is going well. And then people got probably Josh Dacos in draft. So everything's going well at the moment. Obviously, the hope is that a few of these guys, if like somehow Richards can get himself to a 50 at halftime, that'd be elite. So Stewart, kick, got the clearance. And then there's Harrison, and it'll be a ball up. Yeah, cool. So nothing on the chat there. I thought there might have been something I had to catch up on. I don't think Richards is back on yet, though. was hoping he was going to. There's Nick Day. Oh, look at that. Got a handball away as well. That was really well done by Nick Dacos then. Stewart nearly in the set mark there. I hope Zali Goldsworthy's a forward this year. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully she is. That'll be good. She'd be a highly owned player, I think, if she is. Obviously, we know she had a very good year last year. Nick Dacos handball. Crisp handball. So this is where I wish Richards was on, because this sort of kick would go to Richards, but he's on the bench at the moment. Bobby Hill getting around Humphries there. Stewart, another kick. So he's up to 49 now. Myers up over 50 now as well. Yeah, Stewart's had a good quarter. Handball. Dacos again. Another handball for Dacos. He's over 50 now. See, 4 minutes to go. Come on. I sort of want a goal kick so I can get Richards back on. What rank do you think you need to be right now to still have a chance of getting top 1,000, top 500? There you go, Nick Dacos, 21 touched already. It's a bit hard to say because this is a very different year. Bit of carnage now as well is probably going to open it right up. Obviously, with Gorn injury, people are going different directions in the rucks, so there's going to be different rucks. I'd still like to think if you're top 1,000, you could get 100, still top 100 from here because of how close it can still be. Like, I'm 400 points off of 100 spot, and if you have 2 good weeks, you're right back into it. Like, if you catch up 250, 300 points in a couple of weeks, you're right back in it. So it's probably if you're sort of top 1,000, 1,500, you've got to have a few really good weeks to get right back into it. But you've probably got to be top 500 to realistically have a good chance at top 100 from here. But I'm still hoping at 845th, especially as I was saying before, if Joe Richards can have a good score tonight, if even Lawson Humphries can pop an 80 or a 90, and I don't have to play Will Power. If few of those guys can pop good scores, then maybe I might sort of be okay. The only thing is with defence, though, I probably would need an 80 or a 90 from Humphries to take his score, just because defenders are going quite well. So, don't think Joe Richards is back on still. There's Nick Dacos. That'll be probably holding the ball, that one. Oh no, Holmes took the advantage there. It's bad advantage. Shouldn't have taken it, but it gets a kick anyway for his owners there. Side bottom. Oh, missed Elliott. Schultz. And he's missed it as well. I don't know if Richards come back on. He might start on the bench the rest of the quarter. That's why he's so good. Nick Dacos, no right to a posse there. Yeah, I know he's very, very good. Oh, Humphries is through the middle if Duncan wanted to bite that kickoff. He was still free there. They didn't go to him, though. Here's Humphries. Handball. He's approaching 40, Humphries. There goes Dangerfield and hits Stengel. So Richards could come back on now. 2.5 minutes to go. For me, I'm hoping top 7 calf this round. Only have Heaney's Carnage this week, says Corey. Hunter Percy, what rank do you think you'd still need to be able to get the Hilux? I think to probably get the Hilux, you've got to be top 200 from now. And probably more likely top 100, even top 50. Just because the top sort of 10, 20 a fair bit in front of the others. So you probably got to be right up there. Where are you, Hunter? Are you up in the top, near the top as well? Moonboy, top 10K is the new top 1K for sure. Yeah, you're probably right, to be honest. The top 1,000 back in the day is probably now the top 10K because there's so many switched on coaches, so much content out there. It's just getting a lot harder to go up in the rankings. And when a few 50-50 calls don't go your way as well, you can drop a heap of rank. There's Bobby. Doesn't look... I don't know if Joe Richards is back on. Which is a shame. I was hoping he would come back on. Yeah, no, Joe Richards still on the bench. That's annoying. I was hoping they might bring him on for the final couple of minutes. There's Ned Long. Stewart tackle. So Stewart's now going to be over 50. Hunter Percy, 23rd. Oh, good stuff, mate. Good seat. Obviously, congrats on having a good season so far, mate. Yeah, you're still definitely in with a shout, I think. 100%. How far were you off top spot? Oh, there's Stewart again. So Stewart's now just gone right up. He might even get it back here. Just to get some real junk points. This is the thing that's going to be good for Stewart moving forward, is if he's in the midfield, he can just go back into defence late in games and just junk up. Moonboy, I'm getting Nate this week. 140 and 150 this year and super unique. Good run. Kind of a pick I need for my sanity right now as a hat is out of the question. Yep, no, it's a good point. Yep. Bloody hell, as a non-Stewart owner, it's painful if he goes and gets a good score this week, just because if I'd gone bloody Stewart over Powell 2 weeks ago, my team would be in a really good spot. And there'll be a ball in. So yeah, my excitement, funny enough, with Richards. 40's still fine, but I was getting excited that maybe might be able to get to like a 50 or so at halftime. I've been hovering between 1,500 and 2,000. It's been hard to creep up higher. Then that's the thing I've noticed this year. It's been hard to gain rank when you're up there. I'm ranked 6K, says Rad as well. Yeah, it's been hard to gain. It's been hard for me to gain rank on the top 100. I feel like I've had a good team. It's just been a 50-50 call, or a premium has failed and not done what I needed. So it's sort of a bit annoying. Hunter Percy, a bit over 300 from top spot. Yeah, I think you're still in with a shout. Obviously, it's a bit tricky being 300 points off, but you're still there. But yeah. Alrighty, well, half-time. Good game so far. Close game. And we'll have a look at the score. So, yeah, Tom Stewart's up to 63. Yep, that's very frustrating because he was in my team. Bloody Sexton being dropped meant I couldn't get him. I really don't want him to go and get a 120. If he gets it anywhere from an 85 to 105, I'll be okay. But if he gets like a 110 plus, I'm going to be a bit annoyed. Because then if Power goes and struggles again, that's going to really bite again. But Holmes going well as well, 62. Myers, 58. Dacos, 52. He's had 21 touches and only on 52. That's probably the only thing. But he's only had the one mark, no tackles. Duncan, 46 to go, 46. Manners on 43. Richards on 40. Dempsey, 39. Humphries on 37 as well. If he could somehow get to a 90, then that would sort of make the Stewart thing not as bad. Crisp, 37. Obviously, with that goal, got okay, but obviously 37 not as good. DeConing, 33. Harrison, 26. Kruger, 20. So obviously those two have been a bit quiet. Jai Clark, 20 as well. Atkins only on 20, and he's not doing a good job taking Dacos either. So yeah, not too bad. And obviously Richards, I didn't mention well, was on 40. Only 65% time on ground though. Was off for like the last 6 minutes in that quarter, which sucked. But hey, he's on track for an okay score. So hopefully he continues. But yeah, let's have a look. How many ranks did I drop that quarter? I would have dropped a few more in that quarter just because of, so I dropped another 80 odd spots that quarter, so 974 now. Let's have a look. So I just want to see my matchup with Harmy. So Harmy has got Crisp, no Dacos. And he's looping Humphries in his mid. And he's got Dowling in the forward line. So Dowling will probably be cut. So he'll probably be going Gawn to a ruck. And then he'll be... Actually, he's probably gone Heaney to Zorko, maybe. Be interesting to see what he did. But hopefully I get the win there. Far out. Bloody Tom Stewart. It is frustrating when I was looking at him and then couldn't get him because of the Sexton dropping. But then again, it almost was a blessing in a way for me because it means I didn't have to stress because Sexton was on the bench. If he was down on the bench, what if he was a sub and then I can't update it. So it's probably just removed the stress of that. But it was looking okay though. The first quarter, Tom Stewart was only on 20 points. He only had those 2+6s, didn't touch it for a lot of the quarter. But that quarter, having a 43-point second quarter, this is what he did last week, actually. He had an okay first quarter, but then his second and third quarters were big. Moonboy had Gawn captain last week. You think the number one averaging guy versus West Coast would be a home run? So many decisions like that have killed me this year. Yeah, exactly. It's just those 50-50 calls that have been probably a difference this year for a lot of people. Corey Badge, in last 3 weeks, I went from 13.1k to 8.8k. Good stuff, mate. Obviously moving in the right direction. Rad, I brought in Stewart, but I was thinking about VC. I didn't know. Yeah, he wouldn't have been a bad shout for a VC, to be fair. But yeah, I'm hoping that he doesn't go massive. And then hopefully if Humphreys doesn't go like big from here, hopefully then Will Power could just go 80, 90. Johnny, hey Bales, what are your thoughts on Philippou? I don't mind it. Especially if you could do like an F7 sort of play and use him to cover Heaney this week, and then he's your F7 moving forward. You can loot potentially with him. So I don't mind it as a play. It's definitely a play. 38-4 says Liam. What's 38-4? Moon Boy, Dorsty's my M8 now on average. Can you believe maybe ranking out helps him? Tempted to trade him to Bont. I think Dorse will be good this week. He responds normally after having a bad game. He's back at home. He's got a good record at Adelaide Oval. St Kilda without Windhager as well. So I don't see anyone stopping Dawson. They give up +6s as well. So yeah, I think that... okay, so apparently they're saying, is Ned Long trying to go with Stewart? Is that what's happening? Because it says Ned Long, Tom Stewart on the screen. Maybe they're talking about that. 38-4 hitouts. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's been Darcy Cameron's dominating in there. Hopefully Dacos has a good massage, then goes back to saving Collingwood season, says Angus Heasy, having VC. Yep, well, it's a good first half for him. He got a lot of the ball. Just needs some tackles and some marks. That's sort of what he's missing. But yeah, so... Harley Reid, mate, thanks for tuning in. Revel to Dylan Moore, but then needing Meek from Gawn. Yeah, I don't mind that. Definitely a play. What else is your options, Harley? Are you looking at are you looking at maybe like an English and then a Kennedy or something? Because I'd rather English and Kennedy, or if you want a different ruck, doing that and Kennedy is probably what I prefer. But I don't mind Meek and Moore, because Meek's got a good run coming up. Could be a short-term play, and you can trade him. But especially going Revel up, it's a good play. Actually, I want to check how my draft team's going. So I don't have anyone in this league. I've just got Darcy Cameron looping, but I'm not going to be able to take his score unless I bring in another player. Don't know if I'll do that or not. Then this one I've just got Crisp. Then my Dynasty League, I've got Duncan VC, because you can only loop on the first game, or on the Friday. It locks out Saturday. And then got Darcy Moore Emergency on the bench and Jai Clark. Both them are not going to be counting towards my score. And then Blitz after Pinsky being quiet as well for me there. Of course, the guy I'm playing in that's got Tom Stewart captain. There you go. Actually, to be fair, looking at his team, that's probably where he would have gone anyway. I don't think he would have gone anyone else captain except for Tom Stewart. And then my DT Shiver draft, which is where I'm going okay. I've got your Holmes and Duncan going nice. Looping Atkins and Tui. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's good. Alrighty. Cool. Actually, I will check Richard's ownership now, because it's not like I'm going to... No, he was on 40 anyway, so I just want to check Josh Richard's ownership in the top 1,000. There it is. Just got to log into Maria's Magic. If anyone else wanted me to check any players' ownership, then let me know, and I can check that while I'm doing this. Johnny, reckon the Crows will get up tomorrow, Bales? I hope so. After a close loss to Brisbane and a win against Giants the week before, they've played a bit better the last couple of weeks. So I'm hoping at home. Saints don't normally play well at Adelaide Oval, I don't think. So hopefully we can get the job done, Johnny. Harley Reid got perfect money for Kenny in English. Yeah, I'd probably go English and Kenny then, to be honest. Just because I'd rather English over Meek, and then Kenny's, I don't think, going to be too far off of a Dylan Moore. Again, Dylan Moore's probably the one you want long term, but Meek you're going to have to trade out. You might not have to trade Kenny out, and you're probably not going to trade English out. So that's probably where I would lean with that. Rad, I'm going to the game as a Saints fan, not looking good. But you guys beat Sydney last week, so I was certainly not going in there going, the Crows are going to win. All right, so let's have a look at Joe Richards' ownership. So he's 412. Oh, no, 420, sorry. Richards. Okay, he's only 8% in the top 1,000, 6% in the top 100, and only one coach in the top 10's got Richards. Well, it'd be good for the coach that's in top 100, but then like a Harvey Harrison would be a bit more popular. Yeah, 27% in top 1,000, 32% top 100, so he's a lot more popular there. Even a Kruger, he's 23%, 20%. And the Dowling's owned by everyone. So pretty much everyone's going to have Dowling, at least as cover for Heaney, and then most people are going to have a Harrison or a Kruger. So that's why I'm hoping that, go well. And then Manor, I'm not sure. A lot of people would have brought him in this week, so it's probably hard to look at his ownership there. Actually, what was English's ownership pre-round in terms of the top coaches? Tim English was 7% top 1,000, 3% top 100. Obviously, that'll increase this week. I think he's the most popular ruck premium option. Dan Van Winkle, what's the chances Meek is a keeper with his great run-up coming? That there's a chance he could be, but I still think the rucks, there are so many good sort of point scorers there that I don't think he will be. He'd need to be going at 105 plus to be a... Actually, no, he'd need to be going over 100 to be a season long, I think. Harry Thomas, what should I take as my loot from Harrison to have Dowling, and I think he does good against the Saints? I'd be taking a 70 plus. If he doesn't go over 70, I'd probably then just play Dowling. That's what I'm doing with Richards anyway. If Richards can get to a 70 plus, I'll probably just bank those points. There is a chance that Dowling goes well, but I feel like if Richards goes 70 or 80, I'd rather bank those points. And same with Harrison. If he goes 70 plus, then you'd bank that. Harrison's young 20, so you'd need a pretty good second half, you'd think. We had a few updates. Did anyone of note? So Josh Dacos must have got added something. Doesn't seem like anyone of note has gotten anything added. Harrison's on 26, not 20. Kruger's on 20. Yes, and a few updates, but no one really huge, relevant that got added anything. So, yeah, cool. You still bringing Cherry back in, Bales, as Johnny Test? No. So with Sexton out, had to update trades. So I am going English. Because getting English means I can get Dylan Moore. So Moore and English coming in for me for Gawn and Sexton, which I think are good trades. I like the trade still. It just means that Will Power's still stuck in my team, which sucks. But hey, if there's ever a week that you've got Will Power in your team, it's probably this week because it's carnage and it's not like people are going to have a team full of elite scorers this week. Again, it just sucks. If I went Tom Stewart over Will Power, I'd probably be a lot closer to top 500 and I'd be able to benefit this week. But unfortunately, that's not looking like... I don't have Stewart, so... Rad, how do you check the teams of top 100 or top 1,000? Just on Res Magic. So bought the subscription at the start of the year, so just on there, on the player stats. Harry Thomas, is Revel a good cover for Heaney? Yep, he's got West Coast. If there's any way you can look between him and Billy Dowling, that'd be good. But yeah, solid enough cover. He's been safe for 60 most weeks. Harley Reid, how does Pitney change matchup for English? I don't think it does too much. I think because it's not like English is going up against two rucks at the same time, right? It'll just be him v Pitney and then him v De Koning. Carlton's been a good matchup for rucks. It's obviously not as good as if he was just up against a solo ruck, but I think he'll go okay regardless. Yep, looking forward to seeing what English can do tomorrow. Score prediction for Steele this week. Got the Crows, 105, I reckon. I reckon he'll go 105. Somewhere around there. 95 to 110. I don't see him going massive. I don't see him going too poor either. Probably right sort of around that middle part there. Okay, so still no updates there. There you go. Josh Dacos is now top scoring player for the half. Cameron got minus hit out. So Darcy Cameron's had 37 hit outs. Has anyone got the AFL record for hit outs? Because he's on track for over 70. Be interesting to see if he got there. Jack Curtis went Sexton to Myers since Fisher not named. Not too bad so far. Oh, mate, yeah, exactly. 58 points. You definitely take that at halftime. I was still a fan of Myers as an option. I could have gone Myers and Cherry. I just thought I'll go Moore. Moore's the safer guy, I think, in terms of being a top 6 rest of the year. And I wanted him at some point, and it's better to get him now because he's expensive and he's only going to keep going up in price. So while I can get him, it's a good option. But I was still fan enough of bringing Myers in. It was obviously it's going to be tough to bring a guy that just got 67, but he's got a good run. So double dummy Goldie had 80. What's that for? Goldie got 80 for what? Jack Curtis, I liked him earlier. Had more in the run of 60s. Didn't want to get him back. Johnny Test, I'm also bringing more in. But what are your thoughts on Draper this week at F5 up against the Ruckless Melbourne? He's playing solo ruck. It's an option, but next week Goldie could come back in. I just don't think it's a long-term play. 1 week play, yeah, sure, but I'd rather just save the 100 and whatever K it is and get Philippou in instead. Or I'd just pay up and get a Simpkin. Like, Draper's right in the middle. There's a cheaper option that's better. And there's also an option that's not too much more expensive that's better. So, like, it is an option. I'm just not sold on it, to be honest. Oh, sorry. 80. Goldie had 80 as in, sorry, double dummy, yeah. I just clicked onto it then. Had 80, the most hit-outs. Jacobs had 74 in 2017. Yeah, so we'll see if Cameron can get close. Obviously, it just means that this Geelong matchup for rucks is going to be very, very fruitful on the way home. And I think English has got him next week as well. So that could be... actually, is it next... I reckon it's next week that the Bulldogs have got Geelong. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, down GMHBA. Yeah, that's all of a sudden English making English much, much juicier for the next 2 weeks at least. I think he had 1,000 hits in 2015, says Jack Curtis. Okay, Goldie had 80 v Giants in 2015. Oh yeah, double dumb. I knew you weren't talking about getting him in. I was lost for a split second, but then I'm back up. Chris Haybales, did you end up having to hold willpower? Yeah, unfortunately, with Sexton dropped, means I've got to hold him, which sucks because it was getting Stewart in. Which I was keen on Stewart this week, and I wanted him. But hey, at least at the end of the day, it means that going and getting Stewart next week for Will Powell's the play, right? Just go and get him. He's got a good run for the rest of the year. He's cheap. So it just sucks that 50-50 call of Powell v Stewart. I went Powell thinking if Flanders went to the midfield, great. But if not, he had Collingwood and North in the 2 games, and he's gone 83 and 60. So... Like, don't get wrong. I still think he'll go okay. I don't think he'll be as bad as what he was in the first 3 quarters last week. But obviously it does suck when Stewart went 120 and he went a 60. So, Corey Butler. And then, again, and with Sexton out, he was taking some kick-ins. Maybe Power just gets all those kick-ins now. And hopefully he takes over the kick-in duties and he's the main distributor then. And he gets some of those Sexton points and Buderick is just coming in as a support. So... because they'll trust Powell over Buderick in terms of the main distributor, I think, because Powell's been the guy that's been in the team for a few weeks, whereas Buderick's only just come back in. Corey, who out of Sarong, Tom Green and Rosie do I take off if Humphries goes 80 plus? I wouldn't bench any of those guys if Humphries gets 80. I would only bench one of those guys if Humphries went 100. But then again, it'd feel bad if you bench the wrong one. So you'd want a really good score from benching one of those three. Double Day, I'm unlucky to be one of the suckers without Gorton. Well, mate, that's all right. You can enjoy it because obviously the people with Gorton have enjoyed a very good ride this year. And people without him have suffered. So at least people that have suffered, it's good for them. They don't have to worry about it. But I feel like, though, it's come at a week where it's not going to benefit people that don't have Gorn as much just because people are just going to go get a ruck in anyway. And then there's other carnage going on that you might be stuck with. So it'll just be those coaches that don't have Gorn, don't have Sexton still, and don't have like a Rankin and don't have a few of these other unique guys, and have only got Heaney. Yeah, Corey, I'd be wanting more than 90. I'd be wanting 100 plus at least. Jack Curtis, see, I like Roma over English. Just run home scenes better against lesser known rucks compared to English, or am I being silly? Well, let's have a quick look at the run home. Obviously, Marshall's got the better probably ceiling this year, right? Like he's got the 150 ceiling, whereas I don't think English has gone over 140 this year. No, he did. 141 against Freo. But his last five, though, 116, 77, 124, 96, 131. And his two low scores were against McInerney and Cherry. So he's been good outside of those matchups. And then he had that patch early in the year where he was big. So he's got Carlton, good matchup. Geelong, good matchup. Sydney's obviously tricky. He did go 91 against them earlier, but Sydney's tricky. Then Gawn should be back. Then he's got O'Brien, Cherry, and then Briggs. So his next couple of matchups are good, but after that are a bit trickier for English. And then Marshall's got obviously Adelaide this week. Obviously O'Brien is neutral. Then you got West Coast, good matchup. Bombers, if it's just Draper, could be decent. Brisbane's tough. Richmond, Geelong, Marshall finishes with Geelong and Carlton. So Marshall's going to be good for especially those last 2 weeks. It just depends if Campbell comes in or not. Second half is starting, are underway. It looks like Dacos is on Stewart at the moment. Free kick to Collingwood. So free kick to Darcy Cameron. Gives it off to Dacos, so Dacos will get a kick here. Kruger coming out, couldn't take the mark. What's happened there? Free kick to Geelong. Is that De Koning? Yep, De Koning with a +6. Wonder if anyone here owned De Koning in fantasy? Obviously, a few people might have had him at like a D6. The cheaper option. Or at least Richards back. So Richards is alone. If they can... If Collingwood get the ball here, that'll be a free kick to Tui. Which should be. Not paid, apparently. To go Kruger. Go Richards is near there. If it gets at the back. Go Richards. Bobby Hill got it. No, missed it. What have I missed? Anyone? Lob was the opponent, says double dummy. What was that for? When was Lob the opponent for? Stewart +6. Yeah, wow. This is a bit... It's only bad. He's got Stewart starts CBAs and he goes back. He's almost got the perfect fantasy role. Like I just got to hope from here that he just doesn't go absolutely mental. But the fact that he's already on 69 points and he's the top scorer now in the game, and it's only a minute and a half gone in the third quarter, obviously is not great. Holmes has started the quarter well. I think actually Holmes might be the top scorer. Short to Cameron. Don't know what happened there. Why was Cameron pointing at Frampton for? Double dummy for Goldie, the opponent for when he got the hit out. Okay, cool. Chris, would you go the value of Stewart or right up to Sinclair? I'm still value of Stewart next week. Stewart's looked so good in this role, this mid-defender role. Geelong are performing well with him in this role as well, so I'd be going for Stewart. I know Sinclair is good and he's got all his games at Marvel after this game this week, but I preferred the value of Stewart. Source on Collingwood VC says, Johnny, yeah, don't mind it. Yeah, don't mind it at all. Obviously, he's been good the last few weeks. Got Stewart last week. Great to see, says Harley Reid. Yeah, I wish I'd got him. I would have got him. I would have got him just before he started his great run as well, which is the other thing that sucks. Because I could imagine getting him. I could have imagined getting him for back-to-back tons, and I didn't have to worry about getting him in. But that 50-50 call again puts me behind. Crow Badge. I'm so happy having McKercher and Dempsey in my keeper draft. Yeah, I wish I'd either of them. Unfortunately, don't have either in my dynasty draft. See what I mean? Like Stewart's like at the stoppages, and then he goes back to get like all these plus sixes. So it's such a good role. To be fair, Richards was just there. That I know still Sidebottom didn't really take much care when he kicked that, but at the end of the day, Richards was there and not too far away from the ball. And if that kick had gone a little bit more central, it would have gone to him. But anyway, Myers got the free kick and got a kick. So I just don't like this insufficient intent rule. I think it's a bit of a joke of a rule, to be honest. And they had Cameron goal. So 10-point lead for Geelong. Yeah, I just don't agree with this insufficient intent rule. Like, some of them are obvious, and yep, they get paid. But others, it's just like, might as well just make it last touch, really. Because they just get paid if it goes the line, really. Let's do a bit of a refresh of the scores after the first few minutes. Wait, Stewart's on 65. Oh, he must have given a free kick away at some point. Because he's definitely got... I thought he was on 69 and he was on 63 at halftime. So, okay. Yeah, 65 is still good though, but obviously home's going well there. Could you see Hipwood kicking a bag? I have him in my draft league, says Chris. Yeah, I could. Yeah, against West Coast. No McGovern. Definitely could go big. I brought actually Joe Danaher in my Bolter team this week. I traded Heaney because obviously 3 trades a week. There's no point holding. Oh, if Cameron gets it here. Quick. You got Richards. They've got Richards short for a +6. Oh, that isn't... Why? Why is Noble going to... I know that Elliott is the preferred player you go to, but Richards was all alone and they went to Jamie Elliott, who was leading and had a player on him. That's really annoying. Richards is free. No one on him. You kick to the player that's free. I know it worked out for Collingwood. You probably still go to Elliott, and it's just me because I'm a Richards owner, but it's annoying. Any words with Dowling starting sub or being subbed? Says Hunter Percy. No, he'll be fine. He's starting on the ground. He's on the wing. He'll be fine. I can't see him being subbed out, and he won't start as a sub either. I can't imagine. Hugh Bond could be the starting sub for the Crows, actually, even though I disagree with players being sub in their very first game. Or maybe Zach Taylor's a sub again. I don't know. Crows could have a few players that do that. Yeah, that's bloody frustrating. Why is Darcy Cameron and... Oh, there we go. I was wondering why Darcy Cameron and that head photo wasn't showing up. Yeah, so Humphries and Richards haven't touched the ball yet. So hopefully they can get some points from here. Mann hasn't touched obviously yet either. So the 3 rookies we want to score, or that people want to score, probably haven't scored yet. The other thing I've got to remember with Stewart as well, right? His first quarter, he only had like 65% game time. So that was another reason why his score was quite low in the first quarter. Like 20's still fine, but he didn't play much game time. It's just such an overpowered role. Like CBAs, and then can go back to get some +6s. Good tackle by Bose there. Oh, geez, that's holding the ball every day of the week. That's a bad one they missed. Again, none of us know what holding the ball is anymore. Because that's holding the ball for me every day. Like he dropped it. Dempsey +6. So Dempsey going okay now. He's up to 53. Anyone that's got him in their team. If people that probably held through the buzz have probably still got him because he's been performing really well since. Is he up to 53? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure when I looked. So Stewart's up to... Wait, how the hell is Stewart up to 71? Unless he's got a +6 now, and I'm like a few seconds behind. That's the only thing I can think of. I still got a handball. Okay, must have been awarded a tackle or something for something. I don't know. There's Markov. If they switch it, that's normally where Richards is, but I don't think they're going to. Switch it. Okay, good. Okay, quick switch. Because Richards normally can get open. Oh no, hang on. Richards isn't on that side. Where the hell's Richards? So he must be on the... Okay, of course they switch it and then he's on the other side. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, he's on the other... He's near... Wait, is he near there? Okay, Stewart free kick. That's annoying. Stewart's up to 75 now, so just managing just to keep going. Far out. He'll get a 110, 120 again this week. Richards and Richards tackle should be rewarded with a tackle at least. Give it to Richards. Yes. Richards kick. It was a decent kick, but Stewart, good fist there. So Richards didn't get... How did Richards not get awarded with that tackle? Because it was just a tap out from De Koning. Hopefully they add that tackle. Double dummy. I have him. He's one of my pods. Is that tackle for Stewart? So that arguably could have been a tackle as well for Stewart. Corey Badge, I never got Dempsey. He was key, and him and Gawn cost my starting scores. Yeah, I jumped on Dempsey, I think, very early. I think after round 1. Or no, actually, no, I got him a bit later than most. I paid a bit extra for him. Oh, Frampton with the don't argue, if you don't mind. See what I mean? Stewart going back there to help in defence. Like, it's just such an overpowered role. Like, he's going to get his +6s from chipping around defence. He's going to get his CBAs and get touches in the midfield. It's just such a good role. Arguably, there's no better role in fantasy because you're around the ball in the midfield and then you go back for some cheap ball. So it's a very, very good role. There you go, Cameron, another mark. Cameron dominating. Maybe the way he's going, I might have to bloody take his score in draft. Might have to bring in someone that's not playing. Short to Noble. Geez, that went 10 metres. Double don't say Dempsey's one of his pods. Yeah, he's going well. Yep, going okay. If he can get an 84, you'd be pretty happy with that. Obviously, most people's F6 aren't going huge anyway. Lawson Humphreys, +6 coming up here. First touch of the quarter. Kicks and good kick to blitz. No, De Koning. There's Dacos. He's been a bit quiet this quarter. Dacos has only had the one kick, I think. Good kick to Crisp. It could have been 50 against Stewart. Karen Chan, Man and Humphreys are quiet. Oh, Manor and Humphreys are quiet. Dowling may get a run in my team. Yeah, Manor hasn't touched it this quarter, which is disappointing. Obviously, Richards only got the one kick, and Humphreys has only had the +6. Well, so funny enough, they're all on 43. I should have went Dempsey round 2 over Billings, the trap. Oh, good mark by Elliott there in the square over Humphreys. Yeah, there you go. Cameron's on 88. Holmes on 77. I had a feeling Holmes was going to go really well tonight in a good matchup. If we look here, Richards, Manor, and Humphries all 43. I still think Richards is missing a +4. I think he should still get awarded that tackle because he tackled De Koning and De Koning just slapped the ball and went to Collingwood. So it was an effective tackle. I don't know why they haven't added it. So they might add it, and if they don't, then, oh well, it is what it is. Dacos only 2 touches this quarter. Yep, it's only had the kick in the handball this quarter. So not too great. But hey, I didn't think he was going to go big tonight with attention. So... Well, 11:20 to go in the quarter. Oh, be good to, when the stream ends, just then I can sort of move around and do my thing. Obviously, sitting in a chair like this for 3 hours is not great because it's not like my desk chair either. So it's not like I can sit back, but then it's quiet with the mic. So not only Stewart's bloody annoying. It really is. I think Stewart's on the bench at the moment, so at least a bit of respite for me. Manor tackled straight away. I wonder if Manor's even been on. I wonder if this is the first time he's been on. I don't know. I actually haven't even spotted him, so I'm not sure. Richards and Tui. Richards, come on, get tackle. He just let Tui run away from him. There's Jai Clark with a +6. If anyone's got him looped. Is that Manor there? Or is that Humphries getting the +6 now? No, it's Lawson Humphries. So he's up to 49 now. Let's talk motorsport. G'day, champ. How's it going tonight? Good, mate. Good, Daniel. Just house sitting for Shelby. So here for a couple of nights, mate. But good to see you tuning in, mate. As I always shout him out, obviously being the cousin and everything, but if you guys are into motorsport, F1, MotoGP, supercars, IndyCars, any motorsport, then make sure you check out Let's Talk Motorsport on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you guys tune into all that and subscribe as well. They're close to 1,000. Richards kick as well, which is handy. They're near 1,000 subscribers, so yeah, if you can help out and get them to 1,000, that'd be very much appreciated. But yeah, so good stuff there, Daniel. So halfway through the third quarter, 10:15 to go. Hopefully, if Richard get to 60 at 3/4 time, that'd be handy. At least then he's got a decent chance of getting a good score. Pretty much every point he gets from here is vital. He's not near the contest at the moment. No, Markov takes it out of bounds. Let's almost what legend. I'll send you a tab. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Double dummy. What do you call an F1 driver stuck in peak hour traffic? Max of stopping and starting. I think that's a good one. I like that one. Double dummy. Daniel, mate, what are your thoughts on that one? Or could have been a free kick to Kruger then. Ooh. Richards is close by. No, so go out of bounds again. Geez, a lot out of bounds at the moment. Kyle Richards. A Richards goal here would be really handy. I nearly called it. Kruger's handball was just not good enough. Ooh, Dacos tackle. Gee, that's almost a throw against Atkins. Dacos handball. Oh, gets it back to Dacos. No, Dacos not a handball, but nothing there. Maynard. Oh, Richards is there. Humphries good intercept mark, though. Humphries over 50 now. Up to 55. Playing good footy as well for Geelong, Humphries is. If he could just somehow rack up even like a quick 20 points, and I could... Because if he gets to an 80 or a 90, I'd take his score over Will Power. But obviously, I'd probably want a score like that, right? I wouldn't want to just take a 75. I'd want probably an 80 plus. Just because at least Will Power, you probably hope... Go back. Yes, good. Now, where's Humphries? Humphries could be next. Well, he'll probably get the handball from Dangerfield there. Yep. Kick for Humphries. Manor. Handball. Gives it back to Humphries. Humphries handball. Short to Stengel. Humphries doing well. It's almost as if Humphries could somehow manage Stewart, that would sort of be nice, but that's probably not going to happen. That's probably... and Stewart will come back on now. He's been on the bench for a few minutes, so... Career badge and Supercoach. Forgot to loop Humphries. Would have taken him for row at this rate. What's he on in Supercoach, Corey? Because obviously I brought him in this week. So Humphries up to 60. So, funny enough, he's only 15 points off of Tom Stewart. So I was talking, almost joking about that with him, but he's actually not going too bad. I think he's already been on the bench as well, because he was on about 77% already at half time, so he's already been off the ground, I think. Which is good, because hopefully that means he'll stay on the bench for the quarter, maybe a few more points. So did they add that +4 for Richards? No, they haven't. So he's still on 46. Manor on 49 as well. So a few of the rookies going okay, like, especially we've got to field him as well. Score review for something... No, it's not. Nothing. So, to go going well for anyone that's got him in draft. Dacos up to 68 as well. But yeah, the Humphries though. If Humphries gets 20 points from here, which you'd think in a quarter and 7 minutes, there's a chance he does. Which means that if I could take his score over Will Power, that'd be fantastic. Don't have to worry about Will Power against Port. And all of a sudden it makes that Humphries over Manor call last week like decent. There's Holmes again. Holmes up to 83 now. Short to Jai Clark. And the thing is with Humphries as well, he had like a 40-odd point quarter last week. It's like he knows how to get there. So Humphries 14 touches, 7 marks. Yep, he's been good. There's Richards. Tackle for Richards. That's got to be a tackle because he didn't get a disposal away at all and brought in the ground. So that has to be a tackle for me. So Richards should be on 50. Yeah, Richards up to 50. I would still say 54, but they're probably not going to add that tackle. So Stewart's still on the bench as well, which is interesting. I thought they would have brought him back on. Geelong look better without Hawkins. Potentially. I think it'd be good to see Hawkins in this team with Stewart in the midfield. Like that might be different. Because Stewart in the midfield's looking like good for them. His role is a lot more free. He's not being tagged because it's so hard to tag him. Geez, that's rough on Maynard. I know that Holmes has got the... Oh, see, now that is an absolute calamity of errors from the umpire there. So they firstly gave that as a play on, and then they gave the free kick against Maynard, which I thought was stiff. I know he dropped it, but he'd just taken the mark. And then after that, they gave the advantage. And then because the Geelong player threw it back to Holmes to not take the advantage, then the umpire called a throw. It's just ridiculous. Schultz kick. I don't think Humphries is on the ground at the moment. Oh, no, yes, he is. No, he's on the wing. He's actually playing on a wing at the moment. No, they're going the wrong way. Go the other side. Humphries on the other side. Switch again. Switch. You've literally got a kick. You've got kicks right. What are you doing? I don't know why you're switching it to this side, to Duncan, when you had players on the other side. It's a bad kick to Holmes. Puts him under a lot of pressure. Okay, hang on. Myers. No, it's going to go to Manor. +6 for Manor. There's Dangerfield from the pocket. No, missed it. How is that advantage? Yeah, I know, exactly. It was an absolute calamity of errors from the umpire. And the umpiring this year has been shocking. And I'm sick. And to be honest, as a footy fan, I'm pretty sick of hearing about whether it be commentators or the AFL saying, oh, it's a really hard game to umpire and all this stuff. Well, get people that can umpire it better then. Like, stop giving them excuses. If the umpiring's shit, it's shit. It's simple as that. They need to stop with this, it's a hard game to umpire or all this crap that they keep talking about. It's just like, no, like, it's just a shit excuse. Switch it, Frampton. He did not even look once to switch it when he had numbers over there. Absolute peanut. Dacos, geez, that's almost dangerous tackle. He's got... Oh, no. I know he had people alone there. Oh, Hoskinet, you've played on, mate. Oh, and he slipped over. That is an awful, awful error. Stewart bench for... How long has he been on the bench for? 10 minutes. Ridiculous. Thankfully, he was on a good score before that. I think he's still on the bench as well. Yeah, still on the bench. Hasn't come back on. That's ridiculous that Geelong have allowed Tom Stewart to be on the bench for this long. And here comes Dempsey. No, Quainer got there just in time. Well, no, not just in time. He's already there. Double down. What score would you take Humphreys for? Have Ryan, Clark, Ridley, McCutcheon, Mass to post bench. I'm assuming if that's Massimo D'Ambrosio, if he goes 80 plus, I'd be taking Humphrey's score. There's Stewart back on, finally. No points there for Stewart, but still. In Supercoach, Watchalong, Humphreys would take... I said that from Corey before. Yeah, cool. And then Karen saying Stewart on ground. Cool. Okay, we're back up to the chat. I'll just refresh the scores again. Don't know if Humphreys is on the ground at the moment or if he's on the bench. Okay, if there's any chance they're on the break, Rich is on the other side. He won't get it. And that's a bad kick as well. I want Geelong to win, says Corey. Oh no, there's Humphreys, but they've just bypassed him to go right in the middle. Okay, go out wide. You got Humphreys out wide. Yes, good. Humphreys again, +6, 66 now. I just need 14 points from him, and I'll go back to him. Go back to Humphreys. Oh my God, they're actually going back to Humphreys. Humphreys is on 72. Oh my God, I'm actually going to be able to take his score over Power the way it's going. He's on 72. Oh, Atkins, what are you doing? Like, he's almost on the same score as Tom Stewart. And there's goal. Goal for, was it Stengel? Humphreys on ground, 2 +6 in a row. Yep, Corey, very, very happy. Yep, this could be quite good. Humphreys at the moment is saving me. With not having Tom Stewart, but Humphreys is now right there. And Humphreys has been busy since the first quarter. He's now scored 63 points in his last two, with obviously 2 minutes to go in this quarter, in his last 2 quarters. So, and I think he's already been on the bench, so he's got 2 minutes to go. If they chip it around again, he gets one more +6. Far out. I am almost tempted as well to take this score from him and just bank this score. But it was a great kick from Humphreys as well, like to hit up Atkins there. What does Humphreys need to do to take over Day? Over Day, I'd probably take a 90. If Humphreys goes 90 from here, I'd probably look at taking that over Day. If he goes sub 90, probably not worth it. Stewart kick, so that means 6 points difference now. Manor +6 as well. So Rich has been quiet in this quarter, only the 10 points. But we know he's a guy that can get 20, 30 points in a quarter. So he can still get to a 70, and Dempsey as marked. So what a day I got. Holmes, Dacos and Humphries, says Steve-O. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, this game's been pretty good so far. Obviously, as I said, it would be good if I had Stewart. But hey, if Humphries matches or gets within 10, 15 points of Stewart, and I can take his score instead of Will Powell, then all of a sudden it's looking okay for me. I might have a decent week. Because if Humphries matches him, then essentially I've got more instead of Sexton, who I would have had if he didn't get dropped, which I'd rather Humphries with the similar score to Stewart. So hopefully, a minute to go in this quarter, Dempsey goal. So Geelong back out to a 11-point lead. Good game, this one. Good game of footy. Karen Chanan, I can play Sanders or Dowling to cover Heaney if Humphries on Manor don't get enough Supercoach. I'd have to drop a midfielder, Wardlaw or Horne-Francis. Decisions. Yep, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they go. Chris, is Max Holmes an option? Only 8% ownership. Yeah, 100%. I know he was bad last week, but he's been good besides last week. Again, he's an option I might look at next week. I'd probably still rather Stewart, I think. But Holmes is still an option. They've got a good run, Geelong, for the rest of the year. Crew Badge, what score do I take for Kruger in Supercoach instead of Dowling for Heaney? Have 42 so far for Kruger. You'd probably want at least a 60. Probably a 60 or a 70 you'd probably want. I just wanted a Collingwood clearance and then Geelong with a few chip around the back. So then maybe Humphries could get maybe one more plus 6. But hey, 72, I'm over the moon with that so far. If he could somehow scrape his way to a 80 or a 90, which there's Humphries again. Kicked it out on the full though, but that's all right. We get points. He's playing very well. 75. I'm almost at the point where I'd almost just take this score. Like he's matching Tom Stewart. Well, Tom Stewart got a kick. So they're missing a kick from Stewart. I think they're missing a kick anyway. Well, there's Stewart. Got that. Okay, no, that's why it was, because Stewart gave away the free kick just then. So that was why it was a free kick. It was obviously the stats were just in front of my stream. Got to take Hump over Dowling now, says IT. Oh, yeah, if you've got the ability to take Humphries over Dowling, I'd be doing that. I think a lot of people that have got Humphries in their defence or midfield bench, so they probably can't. Oh, geez, no free kick for Humphries there. I don't think it was. Chris, is Collingwood a green team on the scale? Duncan also doing well. Yeah, Collingwood's a green team, especially for defenders as well. They've been an easy team for defenders all year. So, yeah, they're an easy team. Free kick here for Darcy Cameron. He's like 70 odd, 80 odd metres out. He's not going to do anything. He's going to have a kick anyway. So if anyone has got him. And then you go, Max Holmes up to 100. So potential ceiling score coming here. But yeah, Collingwood's definitely a green team. Like Duncan's doing well. Stewart's doing well. Humphrey's doing well. Colin Jasney's doing well. Obviously, Holmes is top scoring for the match, I think, when I'll refresh him in a sec. All right, there we go. So hopefully 25-point quarter and Sarong off potentially, says Corey. All right, let's go. Let's have a look at the scores. So you got Cameron's obviously top scoring 102, obviously with that kick and that now. I only had the 7 hit outs that course, so that hit, the record's probably not going to come. Max Holmes on 100, obviously going well. DeGoey and Josh Dacos going well on 81 each. Mitch Duncan 78. Stewart and Humphries both on 75. So as a non-Stewart owner and looping Humphries in my defence, that's really handy that Humphries had a big quarter there. Dempsey 75 as well. He had a big quarter. Has actually played 100% game time, Dempsey, so he's been really good. Myers 73, solid. Nick Dacos 72 is okay. Obviously got the VC, probably not as good, but 72 is not awful. Bo 70. Manor 61. Joe Richards on 50. So Richards had a quiet quarter there, which is disappointing. His game time there was pretty decent in the quarter, just didn't get amongst it. Hasn't had a mark, which is surprising in this game, Richards. If he can get a 20-point quarter here and end on a 70, I'll take it. If he doesn't get over 70, I'll just play Dowling, which I think is fine because I feel like Dowling could actually go like 75, 80 plus in this game. Crisp on 48, that's bad. A few owners there. No tackles, 4 marks, only 11 disposals. Jai Clark 41. Kruger 34, that's obviously bad if you're using him as a loop. Harvey Harrison only had a 2-point quarter there, so that's obviously, he's ruled out. You're probably playing Dowling at this point now, unless he has like a 50-point quarter or a 40-point quarter at least. So, but yeah, far out. Tell you what, Lawson Humphreys is really bringing me back into it here. So what do you have that quarter? He had a 38-point quarter. He doubled his score in that quarter. Ridiculous. And he didn't even touch the ball in the first 6-7 minutes. Oh, I tell you what, if he could, and Corey, as you say there, if Humphreys can get 100, and I think I've got him looped in Bolter as well, so I'd be able to bench someone in my Bolter team. That'd be really handy. Karen Shanahan, Blighty's top got all these modern footballers measure. Oh, Blighty's top probably won't be matched. I remember Brendan Goddard did a torp as well, which was a monster, and that was really good as well. But yeah, Blighty's one's never going to be matched, I don't think. If Humphries gets 100, he'll go up 86k according to Moreira's magic projection. Yeah, right. Far out. Funny enough, that means last week I was going, oh, why didn't I go Manor over Humphries? Because I would have been able to afford like Cherry and more this week if I want to go Cherry. But with the fact that Humphries I might be able to take over Will Power, and then potentially I'll just be looping between, and I got rid of Sexton, it might actually end up being an okay move this week. Again, that's why they sometimes say you can't judge a trade after 1 week. Obviously, the Powell over Stewart one was a bad one. Corey Butledge will be 380k, and he'll still have very low break even. So he's going to make it easier for me to potentially get another like a 23rd premium in the forward line. Because in a few weeks, downgrade him. And he's a guy that I can loop now, moving forward. Yep, Goddard 2 says Karen. Yep. I'm sure Roy still has Crisp as well, says Chris. No, I don't think he does. I think he got rid of him. I reckon he got rid of him last week. And obviously last week got a 112. But yeah, I think he got rid of him. Let me I'll have a quick look for you. So Roy... Yeah, Roy got rid of him. Yeah, Roy doesn't have him anymore. He's got Manor straight on the field though. Obviously with a few guys out. Where's Heaney? Okay, so he put Heaney on the bench, but he's got to play 2 rookies. I think he's got to play Manor and Dowling / Kruger, who he's looping, but he's not going to take a 34, so it'd be Dowling. Yeah, there you go. Obviously having what's his name's not great. But yeah, if Humphrey, my fingers are crossed. I don't want to talk about it too much because obviously I might jinx it. But if Humphreys can get a good score, then all of a sudden, having Powers not bad this week, so I'll be able to get his score anyway. And then all of a sudden, if these other players I've got that are pods go well, then all of a sudden it could be this potential week I'm looking for. I need a top 500 week this week if I'm any chance of getting back towards the top 100. I need a top 500 week this week, at least a top 1,000 week, because I'm 400 points. I'm just over I'm like 401, 402 points off of the top 100. So I need to catch up. Probably, I'd like to think at least 100 points this week. 410. So I'd want to catch up at least 100 points this week to get back. And with Humphreys going well, it means that my weakest player in power might not matter. I'm almost going to take his score regardless anyway. 75. What's Power going to do? Power's might go a little bit more, but he could also go worse. Fletcher was always my favourite for the long bomb, says Angus Heasy. Oh yeah, I remember he did one against Carlton. Drop punt was like a 70-metre kick, and he did a torp against Collingwood on an Anzac Day, which was incredible. Needed 28 break even. He'll have if he gets 100, says Corey. Could Humphreys outscore Sarong / Martin? I have him on my midfield bench. He could. But you probably want at least 100 before you think about benching Primos. I'm only benching Powell because I don't think Powell's going to go that well this week. And if Humphries can get himself to I would be stoked with an 85-90 from here, which is only a 10-point quarter. So, Tom Stewart suspend. Oh, really? Rad, Tom Stewart suspended. Corey Stewart could be in hot waters as hit Kruger high. Not looking good for him, says Rad. Power won't get anywhere near Humphries. Yeah, exactly, Dylan Kelly. I don't think he will either way it's going. Is Stewart really in hot water? Like, wow, interesting. So that means that's removed a potential force trait for me not getting Stewart in. So actually I might be kissed in a way with Sexton being out. That'd be hilarious if I get kissed because of that. Longest kick I ever saw, footages before my time, was a Saints player kicking a goal at the G, man on the mark on the centre dot. Well, there you go. Stewart kick. Are people saying that Stewart could be in hot water? Is this actually like a potential thing? I'll have a quick look on group chats, but obviously you guys think that he could be. Trying to see. No one in the group chat I'm in said anything. Apparently Shannon Neal's been subbed as well. There's Dacos with a handball. Side bottom. Goal. Yep, back Collingwood. Important goal there. It doesn't seem like... Oh, there you go, Jaden. So Jaden put a tweet. The AFL Fantasy Venn diagram of doom is back this week, striking every coach in the top 1,000. So, what's this? So, okay, there you go. So, every coach in the top 1,000, so top 10,000, has had at least a bullet this week. So you got Fisher, Gawn, Heaney, Sexton, and Rankin. So owning one of those players, 2.93%. Owning two of them is 23.74%. Owning three is 60.28%. 4 is 12.87%. And then 5 is 0.18%. So, yeah, everyone's been affected by it. I've got Gawn, Heaney, and Sexton. So I've got the few there. Obviously I traded, what's his name last week? Fisher. Oh, could Humphries get a posse here? No. Bloody Guthrie took it off of him. Rowan, good kick. Cameron, Mark. Derek, kick it. Also taught special those were the days. Channel so I'll hold Stu if it's only 1 week, says Rad. AFL posted the Stu hit on X. Double D, Lockett, or Gehrig. Obviously both had massive kicks. Yeah, okay. And the AFL actually posted it saying Nathan Crew was assessed by Collingwood's medical team after this incident with Tom Stewart. Let me have a look. I don't think he will be. I think he'll be fine. He didn't really get him too bad, I don't think. Yes, AFL post on it. Yeah, I think he'll be fine. I don't think he'll be in too much dramas. Go to Humphries, Stewart. Stewart kick, but didn't go to Humphries. I just want Humphries to get to an 80 as soon as possible. So even if he gets a +6 here, which he could do, go to Humphries. Humphries is right there. Go to Humphries. Yes, good. Okay. So I'm already taking Humphries' score over. I'm not going to put it on the field yet, but I'll be taking Humphries could get it back here as well. Go back to Humphries. Look at Humphries go. Give it back to him. Oh my God, Humphries again. Yeah, 100. It's done. It's done. He's done 87. Humphries was on 87. Let's go. I honestly didn't think I'd be looking at a Humphries score for willpower. I thought I'd have to have willpower this week. So all of a sudden, it doesn't, like, the trades and Sexton being dropped is a blessing for me, because I wouldn't have been able to I would have had Stewart locked in to my defence. Whereas not getting Stewart and having to go Sexton out has meant, oh, hang on, Stewart injured here. Oh, copped a, I think, head clash with Lockie Schultz then. Was that not any concussion? Head clash. Oh, okay, maybe. Oh, Stewart's saying more it's his stomach. So I think Stewart will be fine. But I think he'll come off, though. He'll be assessed. Yeah, Stewart and Schultz head clash. So, yeah, Stewart's got to... I think that means Stewart's got to come off for 15 minutes. And same with Schultz. They've got to have the HIA, which is not great for people that own Stewart, because he's now off for 15. But Kruger's got the free kick anyway. This game's turned in terms of fantasy-wise. Stewart is on 87 still, so he's going okay, but he's on the same score as Humphries. Humphries had 11 marks. Rad, stop cursing Stewart. I'm not cursing Stewart. I'm not cursing Stewart at all. Kruger missed that one there. So it looks like Reef McInnes is about to come on. So it looks like they'll do this sub. Wait, Stewart's got, I think he's got blood as well on his eyelid. So he'll definitely be assessed for a head clash. Where was I up to? It looks intentional though, says Rad. Yeah, there is a chance it gets done, because the ball wasn't there and he's gone past and hit him on the way through. So yeah, there's a chance he does get done for it. But then again, if he's got some sort of concussion, then it's not going to matter anyway. Hopefully he's okay, but because I don't like seeing, I don't like seeing any player get injured, no matter who they are, no matter if I like them or dislike them, especially when it comes to fantasy as well, because he's a popular player in fantasy. I don't want to see someone get injured when people have got him in fantasy. Another 2+6 in a row for Humphries, says Corey. Yep, very, very happy with that. Jim, thoughts on Newman as a captain, vice-captain option without McGovern? Without McGovern, though, does that mean that he might have to play a bit more defensive? That's probably my only flag. He's a VC shout for sure. I just think there are some really good options this week. Bo's kicked the goal as well, so it's back out to 11 points for Geelong. I think they're better options. Stewart's eye looks ordinary, says Karen. Yeah, he must have got cut on his eyelid, so he'll be okay though. But I think he'll be okay. Buki Boonda. I've probably just got that wrong again. Sorry, mate. I'm going to keep getting it wrong. Holding Heaney for Humphrey score. Oh, yeah, that's as good as you could have hoped for, getting a Humphrey score for him. Of course, week in Supercoach, I don't emergency a rookie. He's going well. I think I actually emergency him in Supercoach, which is good. Buki Boonda, would you take Mana score for Fisher to upgrade another rookie? Long-term, best option, I reckon. Yeah, you could. Depends how many rookies you'd have on the field then this week. I guess Humphries you're covering with Heaney, and then you're probably looking at Mana covering Fisher. And if Mana can get a 70 or an 80, you definitely could look at that, because the forward you bring in could score the same as a rookie, right? Like, they're always pretty inconsistent, the forwards this year. At the moment doesn't look like I'll be taking Richards, because Richards on 50, unless he got himself to a 70. Almost at this point, I'd almost rather play Dowling, because at least he's got the ability to hit 100 and try and really get a good score. Because it'd be bad to take a Richards 70 and then Dowling goes and gets 100. Fun enough, Richards won't get the mark there. Would he get a touch here? No, just a tap away. Yeah, I don't think it's happening for Richards, unfortunately, for me tonight. Obviously, I'll take Humphries, though. I'd rather take Humphries than have to play Dowling, because everyone's going to play forward rookie, so. Had to Google the name. Wasn't the G, it was at Waverley Park. Jeff Ferring, estimated 84-metre goal. Far out. Yeah, big one. Jai Clark tackle. McGovern takes all the kick-ins, though, says Jim. Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point. Yeah, again, Jim, if you're keen on it, yeah, go ahead. I just think there are a lot of good VC options this week. Like tomorrow, you've got... I actually like Luke Ryan, almost better as a VC against Hawthorn. At UTAS, Brayshaw I like as a VC because he's got the ceiling and his history against Hawthorn is good. You've got Goulden, good option against North. You've then got his Crispy +6. He's been very quiet tonight. Then you got Bont against Carlton. He's good. I don't think they brought in Hewitt. I think that Hewitt is still. Oh, geez, Dangerfield. That's a bad. He just came and just need Darcy Cameron. There was no need for that from Dangerfield. He didn't need to come back with a flight then. Did Hewitt not get named? Yeah, no, Hewitt's not in the team. So I don't actually see who tags Bont. Like, Chincotter's not going to go to Bont. Chincotter's too small for Bont. Bont will just go forward and kick 5 on him. So, yeah, it won't be Bont. I think Chincotta goes to Bailey Dale because Bailey Dale's still, I think he's top 10 in terms of champion data rankings and stuff. Corey Butledge, Cameron 50 hitouts. Yep, obviously his Geelong matchup's good, which means English could be really good now. And then, so I was saying about the options for VC as well. Walsh, a good option as a VC against the Dogs, could go well. There's a throw from Crispy, should have been pinged there. Wasn't paid though. Holmes kick. I'm just trying to think who else. And then tomorrow night, no one's is saying this. I like Dawson as an option. Good record at Adelaide Oval. St Kilda, no Windhager. I don't know who tags him. Ross could go with him if he does. But Dawson will just go forward if Ross tries to do that. And he'll just come up from half forward. So I don't see the Ross tag as much of an issue for a guy like Dawson. Grind Myers kick. He did have Manor free, and he went to a 2-on-1 Henry. Manor gets away. Manor kicked it. Going to go through? No, hit the post. Is Dacos getting tagged as Jim? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's been tagged by Atkins all night. Atkins has done much better in this second half on Dacos than in the first half. The first half is really quiet. Max Holmes 114 now as well. Yeah, Dacos still on 81. So I think Stewart's actually got it. So Stewart's got to be off for this 15 minutes. So he's got to be off for another probably 5 minutes or so, which is not great. It means that he's not going to put up a massive score tonight, which is unfortunate for owners. But obviously, it does help me out in a way because it means I couldn't have got him. Well, I couldn't have got him anyway this week. Humphreys. Oh, good intercept mark by Humphreys then. He copped one. But he's now into the 90s. So if there was ever any doubt whatsoever, I'm 100% locking in Humphreys over Will Power. Imagine if Humphreys gets it back here. Go to Humphreys. There's no Myers +6, Myers got that +6, but Humphreys coming off onto the bench. I think he must have caught one, so he'll come off for a rest and he'll be fine. Short to Myers again. Another +6 for Grind Myers. What was I checking? Oh, yeah. Anyway, so I was saying about... I was seeing if... was Seb Ross even in the team for St Kilda? I think he was, but... Oh, no. Seb Ross wasn't. So I'm just looking here. From what I see here, there's no one that will tag Dawson. Like who would tag Dawson? No one, I don't think. So I think Dawson goes big. I think he goes well. I think he's a good option as a VC. I like Merritt and Caldwell. I like Merritt more if he doesn't get a tag. But if you hear about a tag, you know he's got a Caldwell in that game. So I like more VC options than Newman. So obviously there's a long answer for the Newman question there. Was it Jim that asked about... Jim was asked about him as a VC. If you're keen on a VC, though, I'm not going to talk you out of it. Chris, I think he could cop the fin tag against the Hawks also. Oh, that you're talking about Dacos? Do they have Hawks next week? Yeah, they do. Oh, well, Fimicus hasn't played all year, right? Yes, I think Stewart's about to come back on. Yeah, Stewart's about to come back on. Yeah, Stewart back on. And he's going straight into the midfield as well. Humphreys, you star, says Corey. Oh, exactly. And then Courage from Double Dummy. Yeah, it was a great mark from Humphreys there. Tim Hall, I traded Gawn to Tom de Koning last week and dodged Gawn injury. Now I'm stuck with a forward, Tom de Koning. Yeah, I know. It sucks a bit, but he was under an injury cloud anyway. Hopefully he can put up an 80 for you and it looks okay. But yeah, obviously it's not too great that he's going to be probably playing a bit of forward time. Geez, to go ran a long way then. Colin Jasny, good mark. Stewart's 3 for +6 and they didn't go to him. They went across to Henry. I'm just thinking, did I miss anything? I don't think so. David started the week at 61, but with the carnage, I'm thinking I'm going to be falling hard. Going from a complete team before the bye to fielding down this week makes me sick. Oh, David, are you talking about your 61st overall? Because firstly, congrats on a very good season up to this point, mate. Hopefully it can continue and you can get a top 100 hat, mate. Literally, there's going to be probably 90% of the top 10,000 are going to be playing a Dowling at F6 this week. So he's going to be so commonly owned. He's going to be like a Sexton has been for the last few weeks. So it's fine. I think he won't fall as hard as what you probably think. I don't think he will fall. If you've got just Dowling, you're not going to fall, I don't think, because everyone's going to have Dowling on field. Because I don't think Richard's going to go good enough here, which means that I'm going to I'll play Dowling as well, which is fine by me. It just means no cover in the midfield for me, but worst case, I can always edit a trade potentially. Who do I bench for Humphrey's score? Says Raymond Chav, Goulden, Bont, Rosie, Dawson, Merritt, Walsh, Tom Green. I wouldn't bench any of those guys. All those 8 guys, I think, will all go well. There's no one I'd even contemplate benching from there. You would need Humphreys to go 110. If he went 110, but like Goulden's got a good match against North, Bont's got he's got a good history against Carlton last few games. No Hewitt either. Like Matt Kenny could realistically be the guy that does something to Bont, but Rosie was 147. You can't bench him. Dawson, I think, is going to have a really good game against St Kilda. Merritt, Melbourne. Walsh has got a good match at Tom Green. To be honest, I wouldn't bench any. I just don't think he'd... If he got a 110... I don't even know. I feel like... People probably say Dawson, but I think goes well. So I don't know, Raymond. That's probably someone... Oh, you got... And Sarong? Look, Sarong would be maybe the one you could. If he went... I would only be taking a 110 plus, though, from Humphreys, if he got there. Which, again, he still could. Still just under 9 minutes to go. He's on 93. He realistically could get there. He's had 12 marks. He's been everywhere tonight. But you'd want at least a 110. Just because Sarong against Hawthorn could still go well, right? So, well, there's Humphreys again. So he's on 96 now. Only 14 points you need. Stewart probably gets the hand. No, okay, fair enough. Goes short to Myers. Myers going well now. Myers up to 96. Not a great... Oh, actually, no, it was a good kick to Cameron. Karen Shannon, another option I could reverse trade out Cripps and bring in Caldwell to swap with Heaney. Do I, don't I? Yeah, you could bring in Caldwell instead of Cripps. Yep, and if that means you get the loot from the rookie, then you could do that. David, hope so. Bales, fingers crossed. Yeah, well, yeah, I think you'll be fine. But no, obviously good stuff, mate, with the good season, mate. Hopefully you keep going. Thoughts on Gawn replacement? Have Cherry, English or Marshall? Oh, so have Cherry, English or Marshall? Depends what you're looking for, Dylan. I think you've after seeing the matchup with Geelong this week, like Geelong are winning and they've got these rucks, so they're not going to change it. I think English has now become a very good option now with this matchup tonight. He's got Geelong next week. Wait, go to Humphreys. Humphreys. Oh, he had Humphreys. Oh, actually, Humphreys could... he might not... He's just in a bit of a weird spot at the moment. Is it? Oh, no. Yeah, I think it's English for me, just because Dum is always a worry for Campbell. That's what I worry about. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't worry about. I'd probably go English. But as a Marshall owner, he's got the ceiling, and I hope that he can put some big scores up. That's the hope. Whitford against the Tigers could be anything, says Chris. Yeah, that's another one. Obviously good. The only reason he was down to my captain's order this week was just with the potential weather. I heard apparently there could be rain on Sunday. But besides that, he's good. I think he's a good option. I cannot believe Humphries is on 96. I've been kissed with the willpower thing. Like, 100% I've been kissed. But hey, you need to be kissed a bit, don't you? English for next week, captain looking good. Oh, 100%. Like English against Geelong. I remember a game at Marvel. I know this is at GMHBA, this game will be, but I remember at Marvel, I think last year, he went like over 150 against them. And that was, I remember I got English on debut in that game. He went massive. So he could, go monster in this game. Ollie Henry out the back. If Geelong kick another goal, it's probably going to be game. And the thing is for Humphries, right? Oh, hang on. Is this Humphries here? No. Where is Humphries? He is still on the field, though. No, they go to Stewart. So Stewart +6. Go to Humphries, though. Humphries is there. Humphries should get it here. Give it to Humphries. Humphries is free. Humphries is free. Humphries ton. Wow. I've been kissed. And I was literally about to say, with that +6 for Humphries there, that, well, funny enough, this could be really good for Tom Stewart as well, as because he's parked himself in defence at the moment. He's just got 2 +6s in a row. He is probably now going to chip his way around to a solid enough score, even with being off the ground for a bit. And are they going to go back to Humphries? Well, Humphries is... Oh, no, they're going to go back to Tom Stewart. Go to Humphries. Well, they're not going to go now. Stewart's going to go long. So Stewart's now up to 105, so he's now past Humphries. So I was a bit keen on Humphries outscoring Stewart. But hey, it's as good as I couldn't have hoped for anything better. Humphries getting near Stewart and getting a ton from a rookie that I can now bench a problem player. And because willpower plays very late in the round, I can always... here's Humphries. Got a kick, though. Oh, he's still... Oh, could you imagine... Oh, and they called it out. I don't know if he got the kick, though, or not, but... okay, now I've got to catch up on this chat. I was getting excited. Is Humphries eligible for Rising Star Nommers 21 of this year? I think he could be. So he'd probably be very likely to get it this week if he is. But if he's not eligible, he won't. He obviously, if he's ever going to get it, it's this week. Hope so. Bars, fingers crossed for David. Yep, said before. Should I generally take Lawson Humphries' score over some of my primos? To be fair, it's at a point now. He's on 105. This is where you do start thinking about potentially benching a primo, because banking a 105 is always better. Like we're taking, like, if he's only 1 +6 away from taking a VC score, like that's sort of what we're in the areas we're talking about. So I know I was talking before about I wouldn't want to bench any of those pros, but like Jim before, like you've got to start thinking about it. So he's probably benching Sarong. I'd bench Sarong at this point because I think the other guys all go well. Come on, go back, chip it back, go back to who's that there? Bose. Go back to Humphries. I don't know if Humphries is there. But yeah, no, Bailey, I would 100% be looking now at benching a primo for Humphries. 105, you're banking a ton. Who are you fielding out of Tholstrup and Dowling, says Jim? I'd be fielding Dowling. I still don't. I don't trust Solstrup as an option, to be honest. Like, he played North and he got a 70 when he had a massive first quarter. So, Geelong are in the top 4 now as well with this win. Buki Boonda, holding Fisher but taking Manor score, or try my luck with Harvey Thomas against the Tigers. We'll have a look at Manor in a sec, but I think he'll be on a decent enough score where you probably take him. But we'll have a look in a sec, and I'll answer your question shortly. Chris, would you turn Powell into a mid or defender? Can get either. We'll have about 900k. I'd probably normally go for a mid, but depends sort of what your options are. Double dummy, Sexy better not be a late in and sub. I don't think he will be. Richards handball, but unfortunately Richards has just completely died off in this second half. Another handball for Richards. But yeah, I'll be playing Dowling, which I probably think I either want, and then Stengel goal. I either wanted Richards to go like 70, 80 plus and go big, or just get like a 50 so I don't even take it and play Dowling. Humphries 105 now, just got a kick. Yep, got Myers and Stewart in my draft leagues. Pretty happy with the first game, said Dylan Kelly. Yep, 100%. Double dummy, Sarong in Tassie might have a bad day. Would Hawks run Nash on him? He still gets 80 odd regardless, but that is a possibility, said double dummy. Yeah, and he would be the guy I think would probably be, I would bench. Is Humphrey on the bench now? That sucks, because that could have been some potential plus sixes to finish the game, but it is what it is. 100%. I've been kissed with the 105 from Humphreys for Powell, and obviously people are now looking at benching a better player for just because to take that 105. So annoying, can't take off round Supercoach now if Humphreys didn't have the E. Karen Shannon, Freo boys will freeze down here tomorrow. I actually trade out Strong as part of my reshuffle. Looks like Caldwell Zorko to come in and reverse out the 200th game of pod. Crisp tackle. So 2 minutes to go. We obviously know that Humphreys is going to end on 105. Would you take Humphreys over Horn Francis? Yep, I would. Yep, I would definitely, Anthony. I'd take him over Horn Francis. There's Stewart handball. Stewart will get another handball. I don't want Stewart to get much more because I wanted to, he's matched Stewart, but I want that to be it. Hump and Messi, says IT. Yeah, 100%. Humphrey's been amazing. Corey Bage, I'm kissed in draft. Humphrey's emergency. Who do I take off? Tom McCartan or Mark Keane? There's another handball for Stewart. Dacos handball as well. It just sucks that they brought... What? I don't know why they brought Humphreys off with 2 minutes to go when they've got the game won. I would have thought they would have brought off a few of the older guys and left a young guy like Humphreys on, but fair enough. I'm kissed in draft. Humphreys emergency. Who do I take off? Tom McCartan or Mark Keane? Tom McCartan. Mark Keane's got St Kilda. And Tom McCartan plays more lockdown. Mark Keane will play more of a intercepting role. So Mark Keane, definitely. Darcy Cameron's had a monster. This is going to be like near 150. In draft, I now have to bring in someone not playing to take his score. It's just too big not to loop him on. In that league, I've actually got, Cameron and Meek as my rucks, and I've been pretty happy with those two. Yeah, Darcy Cameron, give me on like near 150. Yeah, 147. Yeah, wow. Massive score. Cameron, a huge score. Cats rucks are so easy to score against. This makes English next week this is why I'd be putting English at the top of it as the option this week because of that matchup next week. Carlton is a solid enough matchup, and he's got Geelong next week. I'm just thinking, in terms of VCs and stuff next week, English will probably be my fullback captain. It would probably be maybe Marshall against West Coast. That's probably where I'm looking next week if I just had a quick look at it. Obviously, it could all change. I might go completely different to that, but that's what I'd potentially look at doing. There's Stewart, another handball. Oh, he hit his head on the ground then. Let me have a look. What was it next week? Who does Sydney play? Sydney play Brisbane, so I wouldn't be looking at Goulden. And that's going to be about it. That's all she wrote. I reckon Myers just ticked it. Oh, Myers already over 100 anyway. in a set mark by Darcy Moore. And he's going to go to Richardson as well, but he slipped. And that is all over. Geelong win by 20 points. I actually think I tipped Geelong by 20, I reckon. I'll have a look at it in a sec, but I'm pretty sure I did. Double down. Note to self, look to VC rucks that play Geelong. English next week. I'm not going to race my top sort of 5 or anything now for next week, but I'll tell you what, English should be top 5. You can lock that in. Unless obviously anything happened to him tomorrow, but at the moment he'd be a top 5 if he plays as long as he's all good for next week. David, any idea of Dacos ownership in the top few hundred? Very average score tonight for me. Everyone's got Dacos. He's like 90+% owned, so you're fine there, David. Chris, any chance for Kane McAuliffe late in? He's my loop option to get Humphrey's score. No, I don't think he'll come back in. Double dummies, restanding that bad. They are winning regardless, but confusing. Yeah, they won't bring it back in. Geelong are winning now, and they're getting more from the guys they're using. Darcy Cameron has been sitting in my waiver on a 16 keeper league. Interesting there, Dylan. Raymond Chav, Myers went crazy after crappy performance last week. Mitch should be very, very happy bringing in him. Obviously, I wish now I could have got Grant Myers over Dylan Moore, but it is what it is. Double dummy, I have Stanley as my second rank in a draft league. Pies to miss finals now, I think. Yeah, potentially. Depends where they are on the ladder now. Do you think Shiz gets a tag, says Marco? Yeah, potentially against Jordan. I think it probably goes to LDU, but Shiz was definitely I think Shiz would be easy to shut down as a forward that roams around everywhere. I think Jordan can follow him, whereas LDU I think they'll put LDU to row bottom and they'll go Jordan Sheasel if they're going to tag. What was I looking at? Oh, the ladder. With that loss, Collingwood, if Giants beat Richmond, which they should, if Brisbane beat West Coast, which you'd think they could as well, that means they'll be a game. Well, no, they're not out. They're game outside, but we'll see how they go. Run home is nasty for the Pies. Yeah, but I'm never going to count out Collingwood the way they've played. So he could easily get there, but they couldn't get there, but we'll see what happens. So let's go through the scores. Some good scores tonight for a lot of people. So Darcy Cameron, 147 was massive. Obviously, I've got him in draft. I'm going to loop him on, and very happy with that. Grind Myers, 116 was fantastic. Big score for him. I had him in a game day squad, which is very nice, at least. I don't think I got him in Bolter, though, which sucked. I wish I got him in Bolter. Max Holmes, 114 was great as well. Did slow in the last quarter. Not a big last quarter, but 114 you definitely take. Tom Stewart, 113 was great. Bose, 106. Humphreys, 105, obviously, is the story of the night. 13 marks, 105 points. Is absolutely fantastic. Noble and Dacos got Josh Dacos 102 each. DeGoey 94. Dempsey got a 92. Played 100% game time as well. So if you had him, you'd be pretty happy with that as in your forward line. Duncan 86. Dacos got an 85 with 32 disposals. Only 1 mark, 2 tackles. I didn't think he was going to have a huge day, but 85 probably a bit under what I thought he was at least going to do. Jai Clark got to a 70 with a 73. Sean Manor got to a 70. I'd probably stick that on field if you've got him. Crisp 69. That's poor. Really bad score. DeKoning 65. Not great, but he is cheap at the end of the day. He did have 22 disposals. Only 3 marks and only 7 hitouts. Obviously got dominated in the ruck there. Richards 54. Only 14 points the second half was really disappointing. I was hoping that he could have gone 80 and locked that away, but Dowling will play on field for me now. And probably for a lot of people if they had him. Kruger 46, obviously not taking that score as well. Ned Long 43. Harrison 36, definitely not taking that score either. So Dowling's going to be on field for everyone. So it doesn't matter. Dowling's just whatever he gets, everyone's going to have. So, but yeah, all in all, it's been a great night for my own team. Being able to bench Will Power now and knowing that Humphrey's got within 8 points of Tom Stewart. If Dylan Moore, it's worked out better for me because I've now got Humphrey's score and Dylan Moore over having Stewart and Sexton, for example. So I can now bench Will Power, which is great. Put Zach Reid there, which is great. So it means Will Power doesn't matter what he does. If he goes shit, then that's fine. And then, obviously Richard's not great. So I'll swap Heaney with Billy Dowling and put Billy Dowling F6, which is fine, right? Because pretty much everyone's got him. And I think as well, is there a defender mid that plays late in the round for me? No. So Martin plays tomorrow night. Young plays tomorrow. So I was just in case there was some change. So Rosie plays Sunday, Green Sunday, Sarong, Dawson, Merritt, Bont, Gould tomorrow. So I should be, I'm not no much worries about that anyway. So, but yeah, Humphreys, man, far out. That's an amazing score. It's good. It's good. Finally, this is the first watch long in a while where I've actually been able to sit here and be pretty happy once watch long's good, which is good. I'd prefer to be sitting here happy after a watch long than be annoyed. But who you got captain and vice captain? Says Marco. So I'm Gould and VC into Dunkley for me. So Corey says Collingwood has Carlton, Hawthorn, D, Sydney, and Brisbane. Yeah, it's a tough run to come. None of those are easy. VC Gould into Merritt. For Chris, they've got Hawks, Tigers, then Swans, Blues, Lions, and D. So yeah, the Tigers one you expect to win, but the other ones are tough. Even Hawks are banana skin for them. 384k now for Humphreys with a minus 31 break even. Yeah, so now I'm happy I went him over Manor last week. And it's just worked out so much better for me. I've been kissed here, but after a couple of weeks of tough luck, it's been good to finally get on the end of something that probably went my way that normally wouldn't. Don't think I missed anything. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything up here. No, didn't miss anything there. Pies in 9th now, but lots of sides can pass them. Yeah, agreed. David up to rank 38 over after the first game. Great watch long, mate. Catch you for the next one. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Who'd you have, David, tonight? Which players? You had Daycost. Who else did you have tonight? Buki Boonda. Steele or more for Revel? Steele's probably going to score more for the rest of the year, but I think it's more just because then you can get a different midfield next week and maybe one you're probably more confident in. So I'd be going more, I think. Moonboy had Humphrey as E in mid. Take that or Dawson. I'd be playing Dawson. Is there another mid Moonboy you can bench? Who have you got in your mids, Moonboy? Let me know, and I'll see if I'd bench any of them for the 105. Marco, solid. Billy Shears, I got VC on Stewart and C on Goulden. Should I take Stewart's score tonight? People probably won't. I've always said I'm taking anything over 110 for my VCs personally. So I'd take the 113. If Goulden goes 120, 130, you're only losing 7 to 17 points, right? So for me, I'd rather bank the score. So I'd be banking the 113. Billy, I'd be banking it. Corey, Humphreys in Supercoach now 208k after the week and a break-in of 11. Really? I thought it'd be a lot less than that because he's averaging like 70 odd. His break-in would be better than 11, I think. David, so I had Myers. Okay, cool. That's why you went up. But no, it's good. Very good night for you, mate, because everyone's got Dacos and Myers is a unique, so you'd be very happy. Raymond Shaw, Field, Revel or Dowling? If you had to pick one, I'd probably go I'd probably go Dowling, just because I think he's got a ceiling to hit an 80 or a 90. I think Revel's probably capped at 80. But you never know. He could put up a good score. If you can loop between them, great. But I'd play Dowling just because everyone else is going to play Dowling. So I'd probably go with the crowd on this one. Angus Heasy, who to take off out of Rosie, Green, Steele, or Butters for Humphreys? I want to say Butters, but I don't know. Not Rosie, you can't after last week. But then again, you could say the same for Butters. You probably can't after last week. I wouldn't do Green. You could bench Steele. You could bench Steele. Because I don't see him going much more than a 110, 120 anyway. So maybe Steele. Chris, thanks to Fantasy Fanatics guys. Having my best year since listening to you guys. Thanks, Chris, mate. Very good to hear and appreciate the kind words there, mate. Jason Beck, benching Oliver, taking Humphreys. Oh, 100% you do that. Not even a question, you do that. Moonboy, I got Butters, Sarong, next worst after Dawson. I'd bench Sarong. Moonboy, if you had to. If you want to take the 105, Sarong has only had one score over 107 since round 3. So the odds of that is more in your favour, and he could get a tag. So I'll be benching Sarong. Holmes good for me again too, says Jason. Good stuff, mate. No, Holmes is very good tonight. Corey Badge, going to watch Wimbledon all night now. I'll enjoy Corey, mate. Anthony Beresford taking Manor 70 or go Dowling. I'd take the 70, I think. I'd bank the 70 because Dowling has only gone once over 70, I think. So, yeah. He's got the ability to. He plays Saints, who could give up points, but I'd take the 70. Harry Thomas, surely Dacos no votes here. No, he won't. He won't get votes tonight. They lost, and he had a lot of the ball, but I don't think he was that effective. Moonboy, thanks, mate. Legendary. Oh, good. Happy to help, mate. Would you bench anyone out of Butters, Rosie, Dawson, Bont, Merritt, Walsh, Green, and Goulden? Not Goulden, not Green, not Walsh, not Merritt, not Bont, for me, not Dawson. If it had to be someone, I'd go Butters over Rosie, because I could see Gold Coast putting someone onto him, but I think Butters will still be good. But hey, I would. It's up to you. If I was in that situation, I'd probably bank the 105 and bench Butters, but he would be the guy if you're going to consider it. The other guys have all got the ceiling. I know Butters got the ceiling as well, but I felt the other guys hit it more regularly. Ben, shit, yo, Bales. Happy with Stewart. I didn't have Stewart. With Sexton out, I had to go Sexton to Dylan Moore and keep Will Power, but because I had Humphries emergency in defence, I've been kissed, so I get to bench Power, so it's all worked out well. Would you trade Sheasel or Dale? Dale for me, Marco. You trade him, I think, because I think he'll get the Chincotta tag this week, and then the Dogs have got a tough run for defenders on the run home, so they've got... I'll have a quick look for you, and then I'll wrap the stream up shortly. So they've got Carlton this week. Then they go into Geelong, who are decent enough for defenders, I guess, but no one from Collingwood really did that. Like, John Nowood did well, but then they've got Sydney. I could see James Jordan tagging Dale. Then they've got Melbourne. Neil Bullen could easily stand next to him. Then they've got the Crows. He'll be fine there. North. And then they've got Giants at Mars. So you could bring him back in for the last couple of weeks, but for me, I'd trade Dale. You're not trading Sheasel. Myers made it back from last week, says Ben. Yep, he did. Monkey Boy Munn. Josh C. Akos did good. Well, if you had him captain, you'd be very happy. Especially in draft. Well, meaning in draft. If you had him in draft, you'd be happy. Unless you just meant Josh Dacos there. Because 1 or 2 you probably wouldn't take as captain. Unless it's in draft. Yacht Rocky. Hey, Bales, bank manners 70 or take on Hipwood against the Eagles for my draft side? I'd play Hipwood against Eagles, I reckon. Monkey Boy Munn, Darcy Cameron. Yep, he was very good tonight as well. Yeah, cool. Alrighty, well, I think that's probably where we'll wrap up. Good stream, very good. Everyone did well. Obviously, Richards didn't do what he needed to, but hey, I'll have Dowling anyway, which everyone will, I think. And Humphries kissed me because now I get to bench Will Power, so I get to relax with that. So... which is good. I like the game, says Monkey Boy Munn. Yeah, no, it was a good game. Very good game of footy. Geelong played well. So, but yeah, if you guys do have any questions in regards to trades, your team, send through screenshots to your team as well, anything like that, head over, ask me on Q, spelt qu.com/AFL Fantasy Fanatics. I'll answer your questions tonight. So I'm free. I don't have anything to do tonight. So if you guys want to get your questions answered, on Q, I can answer them there for you if you guys need help. Help support the channel, but also gives you an in-depth response in audio form to email, and you can listen back to as many times. It's essentially me, audio recording of me from 1, 2, 3 minutes of saying what I would do with whatever question you've got. So yeah, if you want to hit that up, make sure you do. Corey, I will get to your question as well. So I know Corey's already got a question waiting for me. So thanks, mate. I appreciate it. So there is a small fee, as I said, but it does help support the channel at the same time as well. So if you guys want to do that, that'd be fantastic. But if not, make sure you smash a like on the stream. It's a good stream tonight. Good stream. It was good to actually enjoy watching our footy and fantasy go decently well. So yeah, make sure you smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Obviously, we're trying to get to 2,600 subscribers. And then 3K is the big next goal, but 2,600 is the next sort of small goal and the tick off. So if you can help us reach that, it'd be very much appreciated. No Watchalong tomorrow night. I'll be going to the Crows game. So the only way that I will do a Watchalong tomorrow is if it was pouring down with rain and I didn't go to the Crows game. But I think the weather's okay tomorrow in Adelaide. It says scattered showers. Let me just have a look. So I'll go hourly for tomorrow because it might just be in the morning it's raining. I'll have a quick look. If it was bucketing down rain, I won't go because I don't like watching the footy when it's raining. Actually, hang on. Or is no Saturday? Okay, no, it's at least 59% for most of the game, so there is a chance it does rain, which is a bit annoying, but I'll probably still go anyway if it's not too bad. No yelling from Bell, says Corey. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Go Carlton, says Monkey Boy Munn. Thanks, Bell, says Yacht Rocky. Thanks, mate. Go for Carlton, says Monkey Boy. Yep, no, cool. Now, I think that it'll be a good game tomorrow between them and the Dogs, so looking forward to that. I'm going to the Carlton Bulldogs game, says Monkey Boy Munn. Yeah, it'll be a good game, so enjoy it, mate. Hopefully can't get a win for you. Universe on our side tonight, says Karen. Yeah, exactly. Agreed. But yeah, anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. Smash up the likes. That'd be fantastic. And yeah, any questions, send them to On Cue. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, as I said, no Watchalong tomorrow, but we'll be back on Sunday night for our round review with MJ, which will be good. So looking forward to that. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. So I'm out. See ya.